SFDC RADIO.com. I mash up the world.
Yeah, I want to say a special greeting. Rush coming. Rush coming every time. Alive with the original every time. www.sfdcradio.com in Luton Town with them. We say big up going to each and every one locked in locally. Borough Park, Castle, Stops the whole time. Farley, Hill, Dunstable, Outen Region, Sundon Park, Marsh Farm, where we are say Lucy Farm, Aquil Ring, yes, Lee Grave, yes, Walter, Artfishire, Bedfordshire, Buckinghamshire. You have to say also smiling greetings going to the smiling West Coast of Mama Africa, the Gambia, big things going on. We want to link up with the Gambia this evening to Rock Silver. Hopes everything a fire back. I know, so we're on a ramp. Yes, with the Liberty. We're live now, Luton Town with the Wednesday show, Wednesday forum. Wednesday forum is all about tribute to the living legends, living elders, living elders, living legends, living legends, living elders. The living elder and the living legend for this evening, Trainer. We are looking forward for sitting at the house. Seeing? So big things go on every time because we don't deal with isms. You see me, I say, so we are looking at Trainer, we're looking at his achievements, we're looking at, you know what I mean, his accomplishments, and other dreams and aspirations in life. We look to acknowledge what people do while they're still here. We don't wait till people to pass away before we talk about saying he was a good old chap. You see me? So, you know, we try to minimize the hypocrisy and all the hypocrisy and all the isms going on about the place. So, even though we know it's a different radio station, another station wouldn't big up SFDC radio. I'm gonna talk about boom, but no, we're higher than that. We're higher than the ism and the schisms. You see me, I say, you know, and the whole intention has always been to work together in unity and harmony. So, I say, so whether Trainer dep on LUR radio and I dep on SFDC radio, we don't make that come divide way. You can remember say one time we work together strong with facts, and Trainer come together and set all our presidents, set all some history. You see me, I say, with the strength of unity. So when I make isms get any way of acknowledging, you know what I mean, you know, what each one have done. Yes, I say, I know important it is to acknowledge accomplishments and achievements while one's them still there. In them Gideon time. So we're looking forward to Trainer community because you know say over 30 odd years them do the legends them and the elders them have a liberty, have a endurance over 30 odd years a master them craft. See? So we're going to catch up with Trainer later on with him full birth name and everything. But I don't him too sure with Trainer born. You see me I say we know Trainer a long time and I know say if it's London in born, Luton in born, or even if it's Jamaica in born. You see me I say so if we know about Trainer, we will want to know about yes, the man based right just on Luton Town, Bedfordshire, United Kingdom. Also well known for with Falcon Sound. Also, yes, the management of also LUI Radio. So look, watch out for that. At 9 o'clock also want to catch up that out of the fire scene. Once we can catch up briefly about 8:30 or so, they were smiling West Coast of Mama Africa. See, we now catch up briefly with Rock Silver, yes, with African Connection and find a war going with some of the artists them. Meanwhile, we're going to go and warm up the vibration. We know some X amount of tune them which coming from longer time. X amount of artists them we've been interviewing from longer time. And we want to touch upon the artists, them music, them pushing reggae music, promoting the best and the beauty of reggae music. So that we're there for seeing. So we say Walter every time. Don't remember, say we have the female selection for coming serious. You don't know it's the female selection. I have to run. Because it's all about the balance and the concept of duality in a dancehall style, the Wednesday forum, everything in a dancehall style. Tied up on the seatbelts, buckle up on the seatbelt, because even a dancehall style, we see time will come with the message. The concept is still about focusing on the message. Yes, because the whole objective is to give some information, education, some stimulation, so that you can do what? Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Bless.
Yeah, man, I usually can't pick and represent Circus Genesis. I'm going to say SFDC Radio worldwide. So I'm going to say London, Birmingham, the whole world, you okay, you know what I mean? But just about the elders, them. Alright, I think I got to tell them, say, bang. They can't pick up and ferry pick up and mash it up. Bang. Circus, I show some respect to them. Right, I know me say, my big up all the elders, them. We set the foundation and set the trend. The young artists, them, go up and up for them, no show up for cause them, no. Listen this, come listen this. Some me say, me big up under the field fire blazer. We blow the saxophone and make it amaze, yo. You make that tradition from a Bob Marley days. How me attack the legend in Fraser. In a Indians, me listen to Chicken and Smiley. The rival say D Brown and Jimmy Riley. For this the elders it highly unlikely. And if me pass the place, the judge just might be. Who say him respect all the elders them. We set the foundation and set the trend. Some use the car, jump up what about the back. Good son, and them me respect all the elders them. KUSH Genesis and
for your slice representing for SilverFox DanceClub.com. SFDC Radio. Watch it now. Say here, light it up, place it, promote it.
Remember, say, real music can never build quick. And no overnight for the captain, the big chips so big up. Woman and lady G must have it. Cannibal Chase, there is a man, Yellow Man and King Stitch. Chose the wheel and cockatoo, come run the dance hall. Ninja Shabba Bucho, we have this black call.
Special and Dukes Ranks, I say, oh, you mean SFDC Radio UK, locking all the world.
Remember, say them go me.
SFDC Radio.com, and them for what time is it today? In the Caribbean, we have your listen. Outside of the Caribbean, we still have your listen on radio station. SFDC, that's the thing,
set the foundation and set the trend. The young artists, them a grow up and them not show love. I know set for respect foundation, listen this. And how you feel, go like the foundation, you no care. Not the Uriah, the real pioneer. Burning spear did sit up on the first higher chair. I what take them young lion here. Them now this is stereograph cassette from back in the days. Collaging from SKYPE used to mash up the place. But the KUSH him and talk, we said the dog, the bark. The man they have the real leader. Alright, me send me big up all of the elders them. We set the foundation and set the trend. Them and them a go up and up for them no show love cause them no respect all the elders. KUSH this is a set him respect all of the elders them. We set the foundation.
Tribute to the elders, tribute to the living legends.
It's a grow up.
It's all about the Rasweg.
This a
cotton picker.
For Genesis, I remember me a little boy me here Henry Stanitz, one of the best producer ever that Mikey Bennett. For sure respect me say it pivotal. Respect goes.
Whoa. Yeah. Welcome to the show. You just locked in or tuned in, you wonder what's going on. www.sfdcradio.com. That's what's going on. Dennis Brown.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers they counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his sword.
Born the 1st of February, Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
Oh, it's just a cosmic force. Tell about the communication.
Blue track title, Cosmic Force.
Cosmic force.
Balancing the universe, balancing the cosmology.
Cosmic force.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown. And one of Jamaica's, Africa's finest king of reggae. A true.
Whoa. See your brother when he's down. He's always wearing a frown, yeah. Try and do the best you can. Oh, he's your brother, man. No one is perfect. And he who is perfect, let him cast the first stone. And everyone in life has phases we all go through. It's just a cosmic, yeah. Cosmic, yeah. Tell about the communication. Cosmic force. Yes, it's just a cosmic, cosmic force. Hey, it's just a cosmic, yeah. Cosmic force. Whoa, my. Lord of mercy now. Well, alright.
Special greetings, special welcome to the show. If it doesn't log there, just tuned in. Wagwan. Yeah, so we're there. At the Ross, Sir KUSH Genesis, we're there. Wednesday Forum, Dancehall Forum, Elders Forum.
No one knows.
Elder for this evening, this evening's show. Trainer. The legend. Trainer. 9 o'clock, watch it 3/4 of an hour, so United Kingdom time.
No one is perfect. And he who is perfect, let him cast the first stone. Yes, everyone in life has phases we all go.
Original Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
Just a cosmic.
Look at that.
Cosmic force. Yeah, it's just a cosmic. Tell about the communication.
You know, see the Wednesday forum. It's all about the dancehall styles. You don't know it's no dancehall can nice without Dennis a play.
The cosmic telepathic communication. Yeah, cosmic force. Well, you know we arrive with a special and dubs ranks. I say, oh, you mean SFDC Radio UK locking down the vibes.
I'm singing for my lady. She turned my life around. Yeah, this song is for you, lady. You are a queen, you surely deserve my crown. So I say, you're my yes and my no, my high and my low. You're my stop and my go. You're my
SFDC RADIO.com. I'm
my
yes and
my high and my low. You're my fast and my slow. You're my everything. My one in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love, I say my one in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love. I said I used to live my life down in the fast lane. All about riches, all about fame. Big time player in the cheating game. And the lion run wild, me never know him could have tame. Now I meet this man, she's like the blood in my vein. Her love is like the sunshine, her love is like the rain. Woman, you take time out to help ease my pain. You truly deserve my last name. You're my yes and my no, my high and my low. You're my stop and my go. You're my everything. My yes and my no, my high and my low. You're my fast and my slow. You're my everything. My one in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love, I say my one in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love, yeah. Woman, me got the day when you come in on me arm. Yeah, the two earthquakes, snow and storm. You show fears to find out what I want. You possess a great charm, cause you keep me calm. Time get cold, well, you keep me warm. With me in a Jamaica, Europe, Uncle Sam. From dusk till dawn, night till morn. Woman, are you alone, turn me on. You're my yes and my no, my high and my low. You're my stop and my go. You're my everything. My yes and my no, my high and my low. You're my fast and my slow. You're my everything. My one in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love, I say my one in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love. Yeah. I said I used to live my life down in the fast lane. All about riches, all about fame. Big time player in the cheating game. And the lion run well and the chance to say, oh, you mean
SFDC Radio UK locking down the world.
Her love is like the sunshine, her love is like the rain. Woman, you take time out to help ease my pain. You truly deserve my last name. You're my yes and my no.
Wednesday forum, dancehall roots and cultural dancehall styling. Anthony B. My yes and my no.
My yes and my.
Do you have your yes and your no? Is your partner your yes and your no, your high and your low? www.sfdcradio.com. We're coming at you live.
One in a million. Nothing compares to your love. Compared to your love, I say my one in a million. Nothing compares.
is my home, where the sun is shining and the waters come rushing ashore.
Step in, torpedo.
This is my home, where the sun is shining and the waters come rushing ashore. Where the grass is so green and the best ganja herbs and come from. Where I know you will find yourself a virtuous woman. Where the legend rise and the great reggae singers them come from. Where I know you will find, where I know you will find. Down in Jamaica, this is my home, where the sun is shining and the waters come rushing ashore.
Ah, big it up, torpedo, one.
In Jamaica, this is
special greeting, Mr. World Title Room.
Where the sun been shining and
torpedo and the whole of the family, the whole of the crew, all the management.
Where politicians make power becomes it.
I rinse off amount of some of the tuners, some of the artists and we interview.
Take your paycheck.
And we are push the music, push reggae music. Keep it conscious, keep it conscious.
Where opportunity is scarce and just.
Remember, sir, living legend, living tribute. Trainer this evening, the beach right there, so. Luton Town, Bedfordshire, United Kingdom, England.
Where police violates and treat people like dogs. Where the government are pretty up things and we don't set them system abroad. Cause in this a system.
Radio.com. Hey, them for know what time is it tonight? Say me there. In the Caribbean, I feel listen. Outside of the Caribbean, me still a feel listen to the radio station there. SFDC. I saw the things there.
This is my home, where the sun been shining and the waters come rushing ashore. Down in Jamaica, this is my home, where the sun been shining and the waters come rushing ashore. Where the grass is so green and the best ganja herbs and gold.
Ah, watch out for the name! Torpedo!
Will find yourself a virtuous woman.
Locked into the A1, www.sfdcradio.com. Let's big up to the family. Fantastic SILVERFOX, wagwan, boom! Watch out for trainer later on, the living elder, living tribute, living legend. It's all about respect, acknowledging achievements, leg of the bad mind, leg of the socialist and the isms.
The victim. Down in Jamaica, this is my home, where the sun is shining and the waters come rushing ashore. Down in Jamaica, this is my home.
X amount of the artists and we are interview from a longer time, from that time till now. If I push the music for them, you know, say next artist we do a X amount of memorable interview with this artist. Step in, Savannah. Them style original every time. And we was him doing good. This tune was creating enough big response.
Hey, yo, come on, I be me like a rhythm, man. Wait, so I can't try thing for it. You want to hear it?
Run it.
Okay. Listen. Sitting around, doing nothing. I've got nothing on my mind. And if you stop to talk to me, then you be wasting your time. See, I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm living in a world I created for myself. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Some folks call me a hippie. They say I got some stupid ways. The funny clothes I'm wearing. They say that I'm a big disgrace. Oh no, but they don't bother me. Yeah. I'm living in a world I created for myself.
Go on, Savannah. relevant thing that you know. Live in a world you create for yourself. Don't want to have to get pull up, you know, because you don't know it's a big thing. It's all about the message, you know, people, you know, in these times, you know. Take control of your life as much as possible. Yes, shape your world, shape your future. Create a world for yourself. Yes, for you and your loved one. Savannah, step in Fireball, because you don't know, say, them tuners all about the message. Yes, and it's all about the message. Grab onto the message, yes, and get inspired. www.sfdcradio.com. If you're logged on, welcome to the show. You're your first time listener. Where you been? Yeah, so things are going 24/7 where they are. Roll up and down cyber world, see what's going on.
Sitting around, doing nothing. I've got nothing on my mind. And if you stop to talk to me, then you'll be wasting your time. See, I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm living in a world I created for myself. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Some folks call me a hippie. They say I got some stupid ways. The funny clothes I'm wearing. They say that I'm a big disgrace. Oh no, but they don't bother me. Yeah. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Yeah. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Oh yeah. Once I was living in your world of sin and shame. There is no time for love to enjoy. Oh, oh.
You're locked in.
My world.
A people station, the community station. SFDC.
So come along.
Radio.com.
In my happy world.
Pow.
I'm living in a world I created for myself. Yeah. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Yeah. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Yeah. I'm living in a world I created for myself. Yeah. My world.
By the name of Savannah. Go on, make it up, Savannah, wherever the bridge. One time, every time. Go on with the goodness, you know. Go on with the goodness in your neighborhood. Like you know, you're sure. Savannah. Living in a world he's created for himself. Are you living in a world that you've created for yourself? Or somebody that created the world for you? Oh, Lord. www.sfdcradio.com. Just log down, just tune in. Sir KUSH Genesis and Yasso were there. Members say big things going on. X amount of artists, them, yes, me female and she will touch because the concept I forget involved every time. Right now we're going over with there. Send kids step in. Artists, the men first kiddos.
Shine it for all to see. Still there's so many people in Babylon hypocrisy. Nothing stronger than a lion. What's weaker than a pagan? Say, nothing stronger than a lion. What's weaker than a pagan?
Artist by the name The Men First Kiddos.
Fireman, can't you see? The system is a fraud. Can't you see, my brothers? It's killing me. As brothers before us, John. Now make we try to victory.
Signed under also Creation Family International. Big it up to the CEOs. Empress Marlene and Brother Creation. Hold tight every time.
Love in harmony, got to be our destiny. The universal children must live as one oak tree. For it's the will of Jah, all of us must be free. Love in harmony, got to be our destiny. Nothing stronger than a lion, what's weaker than a pagan? Say, nothing stronger than a lion, what's weaker than a pagan? Situation of rough fire, man. The system is a fraud, can't you see? It's killing me. Shine it for all to see. Still there's so many people in Babylon hypocrisy. Nothing stronger than a lion, what's weaker than a pagan? Say, nothing stronger than a lion, what's weaker than a pagan? As brothers before I struggle, no make we try to victory. For it's the will of Jah, all of us must be free. Love and harmony, got to be our destiny. Situation of fire, man, can't you see?
Track title The Light. The meant for kiddos. Send kids. African descendants. Get drop off and send kids.
I am one.
You all of them on the same boat. Some of them get drop off there, so. Some of them get drop off at Jamaica. Some of them get drop off right there, so. One people. Nice composition. Cement for kiddos. All the best with your career, Fireball. www.sfdcradio.com. My name is Sir KUSH. Wagwan, welcome to the show. Remember, say big things going on originally, and we're there for highlight and push up the artists them all about the world every time. We say big it up every time. Remember, say later on, our guest for this evening is our living legend, living elder, the original trainer. Yes, give thanks and praises every time. With that talk about St. Kitts little time, right now we're going to our next artist. Originally also, from Africa, him get drop off at St. Kitts too. Right now, he reside in LUTON town. He have a band, yes, as a matter of fact, he is the chief musician of the band, yes, and one of the core managers of the band. I am a member of that band also. The band is titled Elements. The band is involved in a fundraising dance for a school in Gambia. The band has been forever doing fundraising dance for the schools in Gambia. We're live in concert, yes, the 5th of April. It's a Sunday event, the 5th of April 2015. Put that one in your diary. Yes, we have a whole heap of unlisted guests, them and poets, etc. upon that day there. So yes, as well, amongst other things, live in concert, the International Elements Band. That band is the band, like I said, members of we traveled we traveled many parts of the world together. Last 30 and 40 years we did together, Monte Carlo, India, all around the world together. So some decades and some journeys we go through. Yes, so it's all about the international enterprise and the Commands Foundation invites one and all to a fundraising dance in aid of the Tamba Bojang School in Lamin, the Gambia. Royal greetings going out to Lamin, by the way. Yes, Raggy Road, World Tide every time. Sakabai, yes, bless up. Yes, Nango Def, yes, Jamareg, yes, Kimakabusta, yes, Esther Beng, yes, William Manuel King Selassie, Ja, Rastafari. So do remember, it's all about that one in your diary, the 5th of April 2015. Yes, live in concert, international band, Elements Band, yes, featuring Ionize, Brethren, personal Brethren, affectionately known as CW. Yes, the band, lead vocalist in the band, one of the lead vocalists in the band, as a matter of fact. And same time, this particular lead vocalist, what makes him so unique, yes, is one of those lead vocalists who sings and plays the bass at the same time. Yes, this is his new album, this release. Yes, you know, as a man will also additional amongst other things, him having solo career to pursue also. I want to take a track off a brand new album. The album is titled To Whom It May Concern. To Whom It May Concern. Cutty Williams. Let's take in this track here. Track title, Liberation.
There's growing cause for concern, alright. Not even a glimpse of peace lays within our sight. War is raging on the land. People stop and take a little notice. It's getting hotter every day. The writing is written clearly on the wall.
Fire burn out corruption, man. The whole of them are going to destruction. We are burn the whole of them boy. They're going to turn traitor and blaspheme against the Most High and going to turn spy. I'm so boom, boom, boom shot. Them can't stop it to say. Fire, fire. Still college from judgment. You see him, you stay aside.
CW, step up.
There's growing cause for concern, alright. Not even a glimpse of peace lays within our sight. War is raging on the land. People stop and take a little notice. It's getting hotter every day. The writing is written clearly on the wall. Carefully. Be awake from sleeping slumber, I advise. Arise and pay attention. The fighting won't cease. For the liberation of the land, till Africa regains her strength. Oh, there has to be peace in Africa. The liberation of the world. Liberation. Remember, Africa's the birth of all civilization. She's the mother and the treasure of all God's creation. So now it's only right that all men should lend a helping hand. So take your stand. Take command at your station and try to get along with your brethren and sisters.
CW!
Stop the shooting and the looting and the quarreling. Help the needy, not the greedy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, eh, eh, oh. So if good is your intention, then you must focus your direction. Cause you know it makes a lot of sense. That together we all can make a difference. So the fighting won't cease. For the liberation of the land, till Africa regains her strength. Yeah, oh. There has to be peace in Africa for the liberation of the world. Yeah, we all bear the scars of years of degradation.
Hold tight, going out to Scully. Sovereign Song, hold tight, fireman. Oh, yes, a flavor.
After all this time.
Ah, man, love to the family every time, hold tight now.
Battle with starvation. And that's such a
Mr. Lawrence Palmer, Maya Earshot. Love to the eye and the family every time.
every day it's running and more juggling.
Yeah, the Lawrence.
More hustle.
Wagwan.
With all the wheeling and the dealing and the struggle.
Sister Joseph, hold tight.
Time to come
Get
together.
them a young, yeah. Luton's very own CW Cutty Williams. Live in concert, 5th of April. Watch out for more details on that.
For the liberation of the land, till Africa regains her strength. And there has to be peace in Africa for the liberation of the world. I know that fighting won't cease.
Holy Emmanuel like King Selassie I the first. Not the second, not the third. You don't know. You know, my born Babylon, my born the murd. We born the fool, we born the nerd. Hear the fruits, hear the birds. Yeah, hear me. Yeah, hear me. I hope you heard. More lights in my life. Just shine your lights in my life.
Who we say, King?
What's how you did? Obstacles the fiber.
Cisco Baba. Cisco Baba.
My life. Shine your lights in my life. Make your blessings highlights in my life. Every day me say a prayer, chant a psalm, cause me want things right in my life. But you me skin color black, them say they do a lock. No money can't stock, no food in my pot. Get all youth hear the plot on every hand, every block. Here till I say non-stop Babylon.
They try to stop us, we get higher. Every day so favor say a prayer, yeah. Cause by the most high we inspire. Party time come purge them with the fire. The whole place a burn down. Turn it up and it now go turn down. Yo, the whole place a burn down. Food in my pot and it now go turn down. Yo, the whole place a burn down. Bless me to the top and it now go come down. Yo, the whole place a burn down. You this way have to disappear for the sun down. Hey, party time. Mash up the place, yeah. I top the place, yeah. Pass me the fire, me put it on the traitor. I top the place, yeah. I top the place, yeah. Watch out now. Alright, well we are gonna mash up the radio. I top the radio. Mash up the party and mash up the stage show. I top the radio. Mash up the radio.
Holy Emmanuel like King Selassie I the first. Not the second, not the third. You don't know. You know my born Babylon, my born the murd. We born the
Cisco Baba.
Hear the fruits, hear the birds. Yeah, hear me. Yeah, hear me. I hope you heard. More lights in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Watch how you did. Obstacles the fiber seas and the parasites in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Make your blessings highlights in my life. Every day me say a prayer, chant a psalm, cause me want things right in my life. But you me skin color black, them say they do a lock. No money can't stock, no food in my pot. Get all youth hear the plot on every hand, every block. Here till I say non-stop Babylon, not like that. Them not like it when we talk, when we chat. Free out of them chains, free out of them padlock. Babylon you can't hold we down no more, because you know say the ghetto youths gone to the top. More lights in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Watch how you did. Obstacles the fiber seas and the parasites in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Make your blessings highlights in my life. Every day me say a prayer, chant a psalm, cause me want things right in my life. But I through them can't hear me. Every day them setting up to kill me. Try to kill me now, them want to jail me. Chat about the things behind my back and then them see me want heal me. Tell them say me burn the fire daily. Babylon member and me you can't stop. Me scale every obstacle and skip every chop. No matter about the rumors where you spread and no matter where you chat. Babylon me say you can't hold me back. More lights in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Watch how you did. Obstacles the fiber seas and the parasites in my life. Just shine your lights in my life.
Artists them who push reggae music. So we have to push the artists them same way. And I touch up the tune them. Cisco Baba. You want more light in them life?
Pull up lock. Them say they do a lock. No money can't stock. No food in my pot. Get all youth hear the plot on every hand, every block. Here till I say non-stop. Babylon not like that. Them not like it When we talk, when we chat, free out of them chains, free out of them padlock. Babylon, you can't hold we down no more, because you know say the ghetto youth's gone to the top. More lights in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Wash away the obstacles, the poverties, and the parasites in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Make your blessings highlight in my life.
One of the station. www.SFDC Radio Station.
Right in
So KUSH Genesis, yes over there, yes over there.
Lights in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Wash away the obstacles, the poverties, and the parasites in my life. Just shine your lights in my life. Make your blessings highlight in my life. Every day me say a prayer, chant a psalm.
Every day we say a prayer, we chant the psalms. More life in our life. Shishka Babu say go out with them good works in the bridge. Keep them the energy a balance, so because you know there's so much negative energy in the atmosphere that is very imperative we have some positive energies to balance the whole vibration. Yeah man, yes, enough encouragement, enough endorsement, pandemic the composition. You don't know so with the interview the lion them and we have to remember if we touch them junior. This part of the program, not a lion, they did come to the studio little time last year, little lion by the name as Bubba Black Star, yes, you know, say, when we're there, you know, the CD, they more on top of plenty, so that all the time you can find sometimes the CD they may want. So we're doing endeavor to try and touch up some of the artists them who are look for exposure with their music. So I say, Bubba Black Star, come in.
You see, yes, you see, yes, you see, The words of time out is the meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent light, make sure the right road you want. The words of time out is the meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent light, make sure the right road you want. The arms of flesh will fail you. Keep an eye on those you have around you. This world doggy dog, they will eat you. Crucifixion on the cross, no make them nail you. No, do not make them pray.
Yeah, man, and the Martinez Records seminar, tell about it and represented for Sir KUSH Genesis, you know the biz. Real general and musical wisdom, and I tell about it, the New Man Beat Show. Just to Ride Flow on SFDCRADIO.com. Then I tell about it, man. Ding dong, ding dong, ding. And the Martinez Records, remember.
You see, yes. You see, yes, you see, The words of time out is the meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent light, make sure the right road you want. The words of time out is the meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent light, make sure the right road you want. The arms of flesh will fail you. Keep an eye on those you have around you. In this world, doggy dog, they will eat you. Crucifixion on the cross, no make them nail you. No, do not make them frame you. See the system designed just to scare you. Rastafari, liberty will steer you in the right direction. Tell me who you fear. Oh, words of time out. Meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent life, make sure the right road you want. Listen to the words of time out is the meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent life, make sure the right road you want. Word sound is power. We go, just get devoured. Raise it every second, every minute, every hour. Is me higher, praise to Jaja. World every altar shall be your savior. World every living every structure. And check the time, season and the weather. And check yourself, watch your behavior. Of thine out is the meditation of thine out. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent light, make sure the right road you want. Listen to the words of time out. The meditation of thine heart. Do not just know shadows of the dawn. In a decent life, make sure the right road you want. The words of thy mouth is the melody of thy heart. Yeah, hear me, my people, and just the shadows of the dark. The words of thy mouth is the melody of thy heart. Yeah, hear me, my people, do not just the shadow. Words of thy mouth is the meditation of thine heart. Do not just know shadows of the dark. In this life, make sure the right road you walk. The words of thy mouth is the meditation of thine heart. Do not just know shadows of the dark. In this life, make sure the right road you walk. Listen to talk. All the flesh will tell you. Keep an eye on those you have around you. World dog eat dog, they will eat you. Crucifixion on the cross, don't make them nail you. No.
Ooh, yeah. This is just a love game. Tell me what you're thinking. Hey, tell me why do you have this man in your life? People say he's no good for you, he's a waste of time. He doesn't treat you like the shining star you are. Are you satisfied or has it gone too far? Girl, there's
Artist by Steel
and waiting, just anticipating the day he can show you what.
Welcome with some female selection and balance the vibration. Right after this one, watch it. Member said the guest for this evening, original trainer, living elder, living legend. BS right there, son of Luton Town, Bedfordshire, United Kingdom. And we're also coming to your live.
Just hanging on. You're just hanging on.
Marsh Farm, Loose Farm, don't about Outen Region. Berry Park, Stop Slip.
You're just hanging on.
Welcome aboard.
You're just hanging on. You're just
X amount of royalists. Royalists also going out to my beloved Empress. You don't know it gonna be a beloved.
You're just
warm with our warm things.
Now there's two sides to a story. There's no doubt. Yes, man, get hurt sometimes. I'll say it loud. Some women try to play us for a fool. 'Cause they know what they've got, so they use it like a tool. But there's a good woman waiting, yes, anticipating the day she can get to treat you like the king you are.
Wednesday Forum.
What's the love?
It's all about a tribute to the living angels and living legends.
If you look at that, so she can let
dancehall style music interacting in between. Consciously, watch it.
You're just hanging on. You're just hanging on. Why are you just hanging?
Artist by name of Steel.
You're just hanging on. You tell me you're just hanging on. You're just hanging on. Why are you just hanging on? You're just hanging on. Yes. Oh, yes. This is just a love game. Tell me what you're thinking. Yeah. You say it's been so long, so it's hard to go. But if this love was made in heaven, then it would show. You wouldn't try so hard for this love to flow. Now you're only fooling yourself. Everybody knows that there's a real love awaiting, just anticipating the day they can get to show you what true love's about. They want to hold you and squeeze you, always be there for you. When true love comes around, now there's no doubt. So why are you just hanging on? You're just hanging on. Why are you just hanging on? You're just hanging on. You tell me you're just hanging on.
I say special greetings going out to each and everyone locked into the A1 station. Trust me, do remember the Sunday program, you know, because Fox, come talk to me, you know, because, you know, I tell you, man, things are going about the place and it's all good because it's about time people talk and converse. You see me say, the Sunday program is straight to the point and it's like it I get at because as you know, we've been discussing the reggae wars happening in Jamaica, you know, by the Reggae Association, and that whole argument and the whole saga, as you know, continue because we're going to endeavor by this week trying to get some confirmation as to whether I can get somebody to talk, as a matter of fact, on the air. I know because, you know, like first time I hear about the organization, like we said, and as you know, the last Sunday program just gone on the straight to the point. Yes, we had the honorable brother Mandingo. Obviously came with like I say, his show with his concern. We say, man, say rightly so, and I know him text me, and again we're going to make sure him have the last say upon the matter in future because, you know, again it was a concern he had and it's bring it up, and it was all about, you know what I mean, you know, like we said, key, you know, vital key African Jamaicans who were ignored from Jamaica's reggae industry awards, you know what I mean, and the whole situation was questioned. How could they be, you know, how could you, you know, basically hold an award and exclude even the first sound system which popularized Jamaican music, concerns like this. And it was also a matter of stating the fact that as far as he was concerned, it was wrong and it was a disrespect to omit those Africans from recognition. You know, I know people have got different views and different sentiments. You see me saying different bag of arguments. You see me saying, like I said, David Radigan was nominated within the category of the media. We did confirm and say, like, you know, the man never nominated himself. Well, if he did nominate himself, we're going to get that clarified also because we don't know what kind of criteria was used. You see me saying, to nominate those who were nominated. You see me, so we're trying to get with the association. You see me, would allow us to get to the nitty gritty and to the foundation, to the groundation. You see me, the aims and the objective and what kind of criteria was established that why David Radigan was selected even before people like Steve Barnard, Tony Williams, Phil Fraser, like Honorable Mandinga called out some honorable names of some honorable elders them within the media industry who have also contributed greatly to Jamaica's industry. So again, we don't know what kind of criteria the association use, you know, I mean, you know, whether to exclude or what kind of relevant factors was taken into account or not taken into account to reach the conclusion. So we need to get that clarification of how people do awards and what kind of criteria is going on. So well, hopefully by this Sunday we can get a clarification and find out what is going on with the association. You see what I'm saying? But facts, we know, so the vibration, it a bubble. People do have sentiments that come true.
Sir KUSH, yeah, man, it's a very hot little topic right here now, and you know there are many views about it. Even on the video itself on YouTube, a few people have commented on the issue. You understand? For example, one person definitely agree with Mandingo, but at the same time, even within agreeing, they pointed out that we never document with history, and when your history is not being documented, anybody can just come in and take it away. You understand? Yes. But so far we've been getting a lot of people agreeing with that side, you know, what Mandi, and it's understandable. You understand? But there are things to look into. And at the moment we are providing the platform, and we will keep providing the platform for people,
I wanted to carry interactive because again, it'd be nice to know specifically what people agree with. So I said, do they understand what, you know what I mean? Because the information is on what is the website where the information is, so people can know what's actually. People still want to check out what's actually going on.
They can go on foxworldcharts.co.uk, which is FOX World charts.co.uk. Yeah, man. Someone said here, the unfortunate thing is that we do not document our history and our accomplishments. But of this, our history will always be stolen, or others will take credit.
Yes, and again, like I said, we do encourage X amount of comments and to keep coming through. You know, so the Sunday program, we're going to continue with the vibration, same way, originally every time. As you were saying, Fox.
Yes, and further on, it says, Mr. Mandingo have the knowledge that will allow you to put your information out for other generations to know and learn from. But at the same time, someone texts in a question and asks, has Mandingo done? What has Mandingo done? So right now is a hot little topic, and we can see this
what
topic.
Does she mean? What does that person mean by what has Mandingo done? Do we know?
Because obviously, well, I think instead of me supposing, it's best to get the person.
Yeah, we want
on here.
Definitely want that.
Yeah, so me not go suppose.
This Sunday, just swear. More on top of the plenty, you know, enough things going on, and we give thanks for every time we want the sentiments to keep coming through, because again, you know, what is your view? Like we said, Fox has given the website details. You can check out the write-up, see what's going on, and see what you think. Is it a whole heap of noise over nothing, or is somebody making a whole heap of noise, a whole heap of hoo-ha over nothing? Is it being overrated? You know what I mean, oversensitive, or is it something that should be taken very, very seriously? Yes, check it out. Right now, locked into www.sfdcradio.com. It's the trainer just coming to like him. I pull up outside, give thanks and praises. All right, 9 o'clock. All right, we're going to come in. Hopefully, we'll see. We're going to make him settle down and take up a cool outside a weird fireball. All right, Mr. Fox, loop on this thing of my king, because I want to take a vibration from you. So I don't know if this is a joke about the place. Remember, said the Monday program, big things going on next week, Wednesday. We have the living legend is like myself. I want to invite Mr. Lawrence Palmer and also Fox to interview me on the SFDC Radio.com. We have the living legend just walking at the house. Yes, the original trainer, LUTON BS. You see myself, Falcon Sound, LURCEO, etc. I want to find out more about the accomplishments, all the kind of acknowledgements that we need to be acknowledging. You see myself, we give respect to the man them and to the virgin while I'm still there, and I breathe. We don't wait for people to pass out, because it seems as if everybody love meet up at funerals and tell people about that man that was a good old chap. We're in and out about going on a funeral and talk about good old chap. You see me? So SFDC with the day for the war set the standard and set the vibration, make you know, so that regardless what, you see me I say, you know, LUY, SFDC with the yeah, so Jam Rock is Jam Rock, and where we can give strength, we give strength, and we don't feel no way, because we can see other nations and other people them support themselves and strengthen themselves. And Marcus Garvey don't show I say unity is strength. You see me I say, we have worked together for a long time, and I train I come for a long time, and we acknowledge the good works man I do. I push reggae music and I push consciousness throughout the world. You see me I say, for a long time. You see me I say, so you know, we not play with isms and schisms. You see me I send them your time, because the youth them a mash up the place and not go wild, and then the youth them fall again, because I mean, we elders have to look upon where we do, where we gone wrong, what kind of parameters we should have put in place, what kind of systems we should have put in place, so the youth them can look up to it more respectful. And some of the systems that we need to get put in place even now is about having a better behavior, because if you do one thing and attack something else, the youth them now dig that. You see me I said, no, we're going to have to start to the walk. We can't just do the talk alone. We have to go to the walk and talk and walk. And I will give thanks, Facts. Yeah. Right now, amongst other things, we're going to make my brethren relax off. You see me I say, you know, 5 minutes pass and make him relax off and thing that the studio I don't know. It's LUTON tongue with their bedfish in the kingdom where beam across the world. Special greetings also going to the smiling West Coast of Africa. We say my virgin name Jamarek, you know what I mean, Nanga Def. You see me say Rock Silver, Walter every time. Remember say we missed this time, but we're going to catch up next time. So all the virgin from Guinea Bissau, we say Walter Kimaka Booster. We say Estabeng. We say the virgin in the Rastafari community around the world. We say Walter, Honorable Prophet Greg, Honorable Prophet Jabi, the one of the lion name. You see me say tonight is still in the Masagan, the Goose, and the Gas, get them out. Blessed be all the William Manuel King Selassie and Empress Menina, our First Lady. Greetings to the Rastafari community, Jambo, to all the African, Pan-African community every time. We say Otep going on to all the ancient community them, yes, prince and princesses all around the world. Make we balance the vibration for last hour for X amount. We have ringside X amount of man them selection. Make we balance the vibration with some feminine selection before we come in with a guest for this evening. Honorable trainer, yes, our living elder, living today. We're going to catch you with all the accomplishments and the achievement. The man, they are pushed from morning and go through enough for the sake of reggae music and the struggle. Welcome to the show, www.sfdcradio.com. Yes, yours tuning, Honorable Loras. My name is KUSH. Genesis. Remember right now, this part of the show where we do what? We ask for this female energy name to come talk to her. Queen Africa, come in.
Calling all the children of Africa. Never let mama fall on her knees. Take her hand, lead her to freedom. You must unite the violence to cease. We must fight for equality. Stand up for justice, take to the streets. The motherland is weeping. Yes, it's time for us to trample the beast.
I'm not sure how the number, but I'm more than one. A million dead from we nation. Yes, poverty, they said it is the perfect land. We destroy the mother of creation. Religious division, a serious weapon, and too much denomination. Discrimination, confusion, destruction, total devastation.
Calling all the children of Africa. Never let mama fall on her knees. Take her hand, lead her to freedom. You must unite for violence to cease. We must fight for equality. Stand up for justice, take to the streets. The motherland is weeping. Yes, it's time for us to trample the beast.
The Congo, Darfur, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Ethiopia, no like what I want, Somalia, Nigeria to Kenya, stand together, no try.
Wednesday forum.
Ivory Coast, Malawi to Mozambique, what if
the elders and the living legends.
Bring the victory swing.
Worldwide March Farm, Lucy Farm, Dunstable, Outen Regis, Farley Hill, Aquel Ring, Locola, sir. Training at the house, watch it.
Take her hand, lead her to free.
www.sfdcradio.com. We're coming at you live. Rasta KUSH Genesis, watch it.
We must fight.
Member say, this part of the program, feminine selection, dancehall style.
To the streets, the motherland is weeping. Yes, it's time for us to trample the beast.
Refugees walking for miles and miles, faces very sad, no there is no smiles. Rebel soldiers raping everything in sight, in the heat of the day or the darkest night. Black kill black, no that is not right. African leaders, no you're losing sight. From out of the darkness, walking to the light, join us together now, make we start united.
Calling all the children of Africa. Never let mama fall on her knees. Take her hand, lead her to freedom. You must unite for violence to cease. We must fight for equality. Stand up for justice, take to the streets. The motherland is weeping. Yes, it's time for us to trample the beast.
Honorable greetings, lock into the A1 station, www.sfdcradio.com. Well, yes, we say welcome to the show, the feminine part of the program. You don't know it go each and every time. Remember, say, yeah, it's next half hour, so we have trained under the house. Bless you.
You know, we arrive at the special and Dogs Ranks. I say, oh, you mean SFDC Radio UK, locking down the voice.
I be like Coach SFDC Radio.com. Them know what time is it to the SFD. In the Caribbean, I feel listening. Outside of the Caribbean, we still a feel listening to the radio station. SFDC. I saw the thing said.
I will let your rights of reasoning.
I Ayatayukai herbs are seasoning. No blind garret, no beading, no rubber, just a natural eye. I know even need a baba
SFDC
I wonder where the we go burn it this morning as we rise and
representing for SilverFox DANCECLUB.com. SFDC Radio. Watch now. Say here, light it up, blaze it, promote it.
I be like coach with a coconut shell. That is why you can't get over that smell. When a bell and a half, I still a blaze it. It is safe to say it's good for meditating. A whole of joy, it's a reasoning. Ayatayukai herbs are seasoning. No blind garret, no beading, no rubber, just a natural eye. I no even need a baba because the one that red up the eye. Me go burn it this morning as me rise and I know me still the up in the sky. It's a beauty to see. So much different people loving one little tree. Even the birds love to feed on it. All of the gods came together and agreed on it. That's why the rasta plant the seed of it. It seems as if you don't love the way I do my thing. I see it up them kingdom. Take a sip of ganja tea. You never heard when
SFDC RADIO.com. Heard them through one time. I said me there in the Caribbean. Me have to listen. Outside of the Caribbean, me still have to listen to the radio station there. SFDC. I saw the thing said.
Morning, noon, and night are greens. Environmentally friendly. The clothes them weight make it very trendy. The rasta on the hill them got it plenty. That's why ritual is never empty. But so far me get the best one I sent it. A whole of joy, it's a reasoning. Yatayukai herbs are seasoning. No blind garret, no beading, no rubber, just a natural life. I no even need the baba because the one that red up me eye. Me go burn it this morning as me rise and I know me still the up in the sky. Here comes another shapeshifter flying around in a helicopter. I spray chemical for night farm. I take advantage of the thing to white calm. But highly I go blind them eye with sandstorm. We tired to reap the little crop before dawn. When them destroy nothing no left when them gone. But with them be I go come make them one. More herbs on the board and that we want. How them we fight it when I live bless the plant I all a joy it's a reasoning. Ayatayukai herbs are seasoning. No blind garret, no beading, no rubber, just a natural life. I no really need no baba because the one you red up me eye. Me go burn it this morning as me rise and I know me still the up in the sky.
Martino Speckers, I'm not tell about it and we represented for Sir KUSH Genesis, you know the biz. Real general and musical wisdom, I'm not tell about it, the Nubian Beat Show. Just to Ride Flow on SFDC Radio.com. I'm not tell about it, man. Sticky ding ding dang ding dang ding. I'm Martino Speckers, I'm from to the bunch, man.
Sister Kalisha, Africa. Listen to this track.
Africa. They cannot take away from what's in our DNA. Humankind rooted in the promised land or destiny. It's time to embrace the race. Black is power, black is grace, black is beauty and diversity. Like the stems of a tree, rooted in the soil of Mama Africa. Yeah, we eat the fruit, that's the knowledge that is used. But they don't tell the truth of Mama Africa. Africa.
Sister Kalisha.
Yeah, Africa.
Catch them style there.
We need you, Africa. Yeah, we are not African, cause we are born in Africa. We are African, cause Africa is born in us. We are not African, cause we are born in Africa. We are African, cause Africa is born in us. So take the time to understand the land. Africa in every child, man and woman. Take the time to understand the land. How can you reject the place where human life began? Take the time to understand the land. Africa is part of Jaja plan. Take the time to understand the land of Africa.
Felicia. Sister, it's been around quite a while. I haven't heard a lot about Kalisha. Well, a few try to catch up on earlier on. Let me say, alright, track them. I go come in nice. Another one of my favorite tracks I've discovered about her. Kalisha or Kalisa. Track title Selassie Highway.
And every time I overcome challenging, nothing new under the sun. Ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. So I'm ever giving, grateful forevermore. Battling, and every time I overcome, conquering, cause I am guided along the way. Selassie Highway. Walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Which way should I go? Which way should I turn? All along the way, so much evil I met. Even in the cold, the fire will burn. I learned that my faith in Jah is my reward. So I turn to Jah to guide me when the times get hard.
Hold tight, look massive.
I learned that my faith in Jah is my reward.
Hold tight, the Ellis like Granville.
So I keep the faith, cause Jah.
Hold tight, Natty, original burning.
Battling, and every time I overcome challenging, nothing new under the sun. Ever living, ever faithful, ever sure. So I'm ever giving, grateful forevermore. Battling, and every time I overcome, conquering, cause I am guided along the way. Selassie Highway. I never get more than I can bear. All the blood and the sweat, never regret a tear. And I've seen nothing yet that I cannot achieve. Jah is my air, the air that I breathe. And I will never quit, and even if I fall, I've got dances and chances to rise above them all. My faith in Jah is my reward.
Original selector Hans from West Coast Radio in Gambia, lagging to the Nubian beats with KUSH Genesis. Stay blessed, massive, don't touch the dial. Righteousness time, each one teach one. Stay up, you know.
Good things come from the streets.
Sister Shireen Anderson, step in.
Shireen, my name. Ring the alarm. Another youth just died. They took him out like fly. Body cold on the pavement with tears in his eyes, and we cry. We cry. Ring the alarm. The politicians lie. Soldiers on front line. Them start the war. We fight the war. What we're losing we'll life for. Ring the alarm. We shall overcome. Cause this shall be done from the east to the west.
Radio.com. I'm much of the world.
We can't stop. Well, turn me up, push up the levels on your stereo, and drop the beat, and make me ride it like a rodeo. Them phoneo, the hypocrites act like they really holy. God bless the world, love me. Come from the ghetto, yeah, me grow with some criminal. But on the weekends, I worship with Christian. Live in the streets, you see a girl has got to eat some push.
Dancehall forum, dancehall style. Female selection.
Another you just die. They took him out like
Shireen Anderson.
Hold on the pavement with tears in his eyes.
Special guest this evening.
We cry.
How old is this, Fox? Fox asked me if we know who this is. Listen, no. How old is Fox?
Just on front line. They start the war. We fight the war. What we're losing we're life for. Ring the alarm. we shall overcome, cause they shall be done from the east to the
Doctor said the girl with the dancer queen, the younger dancer queen. You sure about that fact? You're absolutely sure about that fireball.
I said we promises. Then we say
Shireen Anderson.
we enemies.
Bring the alarm.
Out them family for y'all pay.
Remember my special guest for this evening, the original trainer for LUTON Town.
Empty. See them building this that's sinking with them PhD.
Feminine selection.
I laugh at the rich, I laugh at the poor. Who need not go get what the greedy get.
Talk about feminine section as we run and skip through before trainer come in. Step in. The Angela.
That is the Almighty.
The angel.
Oh yeah.
Experience in life make you stronger.
And I let it to the fullest, but to most give thanks to the coolest. And I have my life, I'm gonna live it, and give praise to the source that give it. Hey, I have been through the money and the blings. I have been through the wedding and the rings. A lot of people even say a lot of things, but I'm sure I never diss my King of Kings. I am the angel, aka the angle. Never get caught up in the lover's triangle. A lot of pain, a lot of pressures I've handled. I've been through the struggles and I never get tangled. Like for the angel, it's not a bed of roses. You talk about the wilderness, I've been there. Sleepless nights, I only get a couple doses. I know I live my life making expensive poses. Rock out your brother. I'm gonna live my life longer. Forever and ever. My name has been slandered. A rumor that. And the hypocrites trying to put me down.
SFDC Radio UK, locking on the world.
My name has been slandered.
SFDC Radio.com. Heard them for what time is it today? In the Caribbean, I feel listen. Outside of the Caribbean, we still have to listen to the radio station there. SFDC. I saw the things that
I flood away his shame. I flood away things that will disturb my brain. My ladies, be wise and be smart. When you build a mind to join, you must build a mind to part. When you give your all to men, they will turn and break your heart. Then the love of life ends as if it never started. No, I'm growing up and moving up and stepping up in life. I'm living ever happy, all myself, me surprised. There's no anger in my heart, no grudge, no strife. There's no.
I don't know. This is Cassandra London, and you're listening to the sounds of KUSH Genesis on SFDCRadio.com.
Sister Etana, step in. Love is real.
Boy, you pick up the pieces when I'm down and out. Always there in a hurry. You're there to make it right. You make it so easy. You give yourself to me. You give yourself to me. Yeah. Never could I imagine when you got me, baby. You were there for this woman long before the fame. And I really wanna be with you. No deceiving, there's no one new, and I'll stay with you long as you want me to. 'Cause I know you love me, baby. I know you love me for me. I know you love me for me. I know you do, and I know you love me, baby. I know you love me for real. Said I know you love me for real.
Special greetings, special welcome to the show. Etana, love is for real. Love is for real, for real. Special greetings going to my Empress, hold tight, baby, love. One perfect love every time. As we move and step to the next 5 minutes, 6 minutes also, I want to come in live with my guest for this evening, the original trader. So I'm going to take a shot from another sister called Ikaya. Track title, Fly Away.
Lord Jesus, oh, the place full of a bad man and some people were so evil. No for them want test, but them can't test where God bless. Me know to them all this, but me can't press regardless. And on and on we go, on and on we go, on and on we go.
want me know. So from your mind conceive, then you shall achieve it. No make them stop you with them bad energy. Yeah. Them no love only, but them a bring them no warmer for people. Jah make me fly away, fly like a million sparrows. Take me away from the horrors, you know. Jah make me fly away, fly. I can't take this no more. This is not what I hope for, you know. Me say it rough out, that tough out, them here guns, them no fault, them no for them a fight hard, them no want me bust out them. Me no listen to where dirty people chat about me. Nah, make them get me down with what them filthy mouth say. What that them that show, they watch where them must a show them. I get caught up in a them booby trap out there. Father God guide my step when my touch out there. Put me in a pit, put my climb out there. Now make me fly away, fly like a million sparrows. Take me away from the horrors, you know. Jah make me fly away, fly. I can't take this no more. This is not what I hope for, you know. Them talking this, them talking that, them coming on my face and a bad mind shot. Them dig, them hold, them set, them trap, them no want them rise, them not them drop. I came here to the top, piece of the pie, yes, my own that. Move forward, I'm not turn back. I try guide me, say better learn that. The same old step Ray, and the same one step who and the same one step them, and the same one step you and. As some come down to one conclusion, can't trust not no way are you. Now make me fly away.
So your slicer for your slicer presenting for SilverFox DanceClub.com. SFDC Radio. Watch now. So here, light it up, blaze it, promote it.
Easy. You know we are with a special and don't ranks. I say, oh, you mean SFDC Radio. Now the world.
I'm tired. I'm against the world, you know.
Next 3 minutes also, I want to come with a special guest for this evening. Hold tight.
Can't take it enough. I see. I'm so tired of being alone.
Sister has a message. She says she's tired.
I'm so tired.
Listen.
Of having to fight for everything I own. I'm tired.
Sister says she's tired. Stacia.
Chasing money, dreams, and health.
What's going on?
And watching days go by. No matter things you go on me, I tell you I'm fed up. No matter how me fight and pray, I try to hold me head up. The negatives that come at me now, I to see me get up. But the one thing that push me, I to see me mother step up. For you still as a woman, there's a very thin line. Man just a look below the waist and I respect your mind. Them things that them can use you and just shake you every time. Wanna see the pretty face, but me will make you see this line. I'm so tired of being alone, being alone. I'm so tired of having to fight for everything I own. I'm tired of living a lie, chasing money, dreams, and happiness, and watching days go by. As the artist, we write and voice every day. Send them out to radio and have to fight feet play. Selector want to tell me some topic them a straight. But me right when I'm in art, can't go no other way. I'm alone against the world, that's how I feel. Thank God for that mark, cause them keep it real. Them believing on me, that's why I'm sign the deal. Testing for greatness, cause my face it seems. I'm so tired of being alone, being alone. I'm so tired of having to fight for everything I own. I'm tired of living a lie, chasing money, dreams, and happiness, and watching days go by. No matter things you go on me, I tell you I'm fed up. No matter how.
Right after this one, they're training live in the house.
The negatives that come at me now, I have to see me get up. But the one thing that push me, I have to see me mother step up. For you still as a woman, there's a very thin line. Man just a look below the waist and I respect your mind. Them things that them can use you and just shake you every time. Wanna see the pretty face, but me will make you see this line. I'm so tired of being alone.
You hear what the sister say?
I'm so tired of having to fight for everything I own. I'm tired of living a lie, chasing money, dreams, and happiness, and watching days go by.
yeah, man, tell the daughter that she's so tired of being alone. Nobody wants to be alone, especially in the last days, yeah. And too much time we are finding, so well, days gone past, and before you know it, you find people them who are dead by themselves, dead alone. Them something they can't go on. We cannot think, we cannot come numb and desensitized to them kind of situation there, so. So we definitely have to spread more love and more unity and spread more consciousness and togetherness amongst ourselves, because it's a terrible thing when you find out, say, boy, say, yes, a man pass away, then pass away alone, or she pass away alone. 2, 3, 4 weeks pass by, nobody don't know the one that's locked down. Them something not good and them at time, you walk on. That's why we say we have the forum for the elders. If you know an elder that needs to be acknowledged, because you see, recognition and acknowledgement, it can boost good health and good strength and good meditation and more health to the eye and the eye and bones. You see what I'm saying? That we are dealing with more health and more strength and more love. No matter how one of them have difference of opinion, everybody's journey different in life. You see me? But we have to understand the journey. I understand the whole joy is in the differences. But the whole objective is to go through life and still balance the whole objective with harmony. You see me? So we give thanks and praises also when we have a guest this evening, take the time to come out in the cold, because trust with the United Kingdom and LUTON Town with the Bedfordshire United Kingdom with the cold outside of here. You see me? So we give thanks that the Lion come in because, you know, represent LUTON Urban Radio. Yes, one of the only station who depend on the frequency for a long time, and I do things from a long time and go through a whole lot of things, and even before this, the virgin of the sound system and reggae music constantly I get pushed all around the world from them Lion. You see me? I say so. It's all about acknowledgement, my people, them and achievement, you see me, I say, because we live in a LUTON now, and sometimes you can walk about the place and it's hard to kind of recognize who is who again. The whole place a change up. You see me, I say, everybody had to move on or pass on. You see me, I say, and the only time you meet a brethren again is when you go to a funeral. What a thing. Only time when I talk about boys say, yeah man, I go to a funeral and meet up and ray and boom, boom, boom. I say, but what a thing that? If you go meditate, it's a good thing that, is that a good thing? Man, them we wanna meet from long time. It's a funeral. We not go no weddings or naming ceremonies or reunion dance. But we are go a funeral. Because we later meet up a brethren. So I'm glad to say, me not there no funeral and meet up this brethren. So me in a SFDC radio station, and I want to say welcome to the brethren to www.sfdcradio.com. Each and every time the original trainer. Welcome to the show, my brethren.
Greetings, Brother KUSH, and welcome. Thank you for being here. And it's a pleasure.
Give thanks. Niceness every time. You see myself, folks, because like we say, a lot of things going on with LUTON. People listen to LUTON, and me go around the world and hear people talk about LUTON, you know. And when people hear talk about LUTON, then tell me say LUTON is a terrorist place. You see myself, you know, where guns and bombs and things that go on. If me not hear about that, me and them I talk about somebody loose on the splice town dub that.
That would come to.
You see me, I say so. We tell us so. We try to show the people, say, well, a whole heap of good things that come out of LUTON for a long time. And we have some of the foundation man them, some of the groundation man them who come out of LUTON and I go on with some good things long time, because many people may not be aware. This is where we have to highlight with elders them, and we give thanks when them come on the airwaves and make themselves accessible to the younger generation them and to the people them, so them can learn about experience. Wisdom is not about what is right from what is wrong, it's about a man's experience, a man's journey in life. If a man have them journey, if a woman have them journey, and no matter how you screw upon another person upon them journey, be mindful that your journey has not yet been completed. So be conscious about your own journey. Yes, so we give thanks to Honorable Trainer of the House, and for the benefit of a lot of our listeners, you know, we're going to take it from a nutshell, because we don't want to rush nothing, or we want the whole vibration, full justice. It's all about recognition and acknowledging achievements that have man have done, because life is sacred. And you see, when it done, one thing is inevitable, is that the rites of passage, what we call death. You see, when you reach that stage, so you see, man, I said, nobody can avoid that, you know. So regardless of what we have in life, we really have to kind of acknowledge and show the respect and give unto Caesar what is due unto Caesar, and give unto the brethren them, and to the sister them, and to your mother and your father, and to earth what is due unto each one. So we give thanks to the Lion there. For the benefit of our listeners, I want, in a nutshell, we want to find who is trainer. So we want to take it from the Genesis. training for, firstly, where was your bond? Because, many people ask them, and them things them don't know. That's why we give thanks to you there. Where was your bond and where you grew up?
Well, I was actually born in Jamaica, a place called Port Antonio.
Wow.
Long time ago.
And if I was to guess, I would have guessed born in England, I don't know why,
in the 50s, educated in England, and it's a good thing. It's a good education.
Yes. So from what age you come over here then?
I came here since I was like 11, 12.
And have you been back since, King?
Yes, I've been back a couple of times, not as much as I'd like to, because you get caught up in the system and certain things. But yes, I sort of live a Jamaican life in England for the last long time.
So that means So what kind of? So when you think about your childhood from far, but how far back you can go back from when 5, 6 years old? How far you can go back and recollect?
Yes, I can recollect from them time there, even with the music. I can remember from Penny Reel and Penny for Your Song and all them tune there.
Okay, yes.
Basically, music used to come around all the time. Election time. I remember them thing back in Jamaica when all the sound system come out and play for free, and you go get your milk powder and your free drink, them your Fanta and your Coca-Cola and thing. All them thing there,
Yes. Tough. So now leaving Jamaica now, therefore now, what was that meditation like then? What was that crossroad? What do you recollect? What you know what I mean? What go on there so in your head?
Well, mother thing that reached England, and basically them sent for me and my brother. Well, me had a bigger sister still. She come here before we, and then me and my brother. People in LUTON know him as Blade.
Okay.
So me and Blade come. They send for us and we come here.
But Blade born in Jamaica too?
Yes, of course.
Oh, yes.
But we come here in the late 60s.
Yes.
Yes. 60s, and it's just a tradition, education in England.
So do you remember the expectation you had when you coming over here at them young age, the meditation? What was it? Was it excited expectation?
It was frightening.
Okay.
It was because, well, basically we never want to leave nowhere, but we have to come, so we come.
So when you did come, what was that? What was that then? What was the remembrance? Will you remember this when you come? What you did see, or what was that feeling like?
When I come and me see, because basically I remember I come in the winter time, but winter change from them.
So smoke come out of your mouth then?
Smoke come out of my mouth, smoke come out of the chimney them. Sun a shine and me cool. No, it was an experience still, but I still remember all them things there, Yes. It's a whole heap of things still me can't remember. Me have more trouble remembering dates and them things there, but me remember everything.
Yeah, man. The name Trainer, how that come about?
Trainer basically is when I went back to Jamaica, I think for the first time, and moving around with little singer them and a little youth them around the corner. We used to just nighttime, it was, you have no music play really and no electric and things. So we used to come from England or one thing, and we sit round and thing and do what we need to do, smoke and thing, and we make up tune. And basically the name come about when we make up tunes. So me I say, well, you do that part there and you do that part there, and me as organize things. So Trainer, that's how Trainer come about. And me bring it, and me did like how them call me Trainer and thing, because me I train them how to do certain things, and and me bring it to look. And me was DJing, playing music over here before I went back.
What do you mean you was DJing?
I was because from school and them thing there where I play music.
You mean microphone DJing?
No, selecting.
Selecting music. Yes.
Selecting music.
Yes.
I would have been a wicked DJ, but me can't remember lyrics.
Okay.
My brother inherit that part there.
Yes, we are known for that.
He inherit that part there, and I inherit playing music.
Yes,
putting the beats together and certain things like that, and you know, so forth.
Yeah, man, I tell you, man, it's live, folks. If you're locked in, you're tuned in, you wonder what going on, you're a first-time listener, www.sfdcradio.com. I said this is the Wednesday forum. It's forum where we use this forum to give tribute to living elders and to the legends and people them who are mastered in craft for like over 30 odd years. This man involved in the music business. I push reggae music in every way possible. I do what I can do to push Jamaica and reggae music for over 30 odd years. So I LUTON town in base, but in Barna, Jamaica. You see what I say? And it's all about acknowledgement. So we give thanks for your presence right there. So, you know, even growing up, because you mentioned Jamaica, and you know, when I rush with the foundation. So therefore, which sounds then would you say influence you then musically? Well, where did it all start for you then? Who was your main influence musically?
In England, in Jamaica. In Jamaica?
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to sound system in Jamaica and the style, you know, you have to go back to sound like Jallo.
Okay.
You know, I listened to all of them. The original Gemini, Jamaica, Squidly and them on there. Peter, Metro Media, Kilimanjaro, all them sound there, you know, the original sound system.
Did you have a favorite, King, out of all those? Which one would you say, boys? If I say boys, which one are your favorite sound out of all sounds for you now?
Back in the time there, it's got to be Jallo.
Serious, okay, all right. And then you folks, because them issue they're crucial. But I tell you about, you know. So again, no, you know, even from them time, you know, and inspiration behind farming and having your own sound. What was that crossroad? You know, because obviously you have parents and things, and you have grandparents, and you grew up. And sometimes parents and even grandparents have different aspirations for you. Maybe for you to become a doctor or a teacher or something. Tell me about that crossroad where you decide to know that music going to be your full-time aspirational career.
Yeah, well, it just happened, you know, because basically when it comes to the music leaving Jamaican thing and coming into England, music was all there was of interest. For me, anyway, you know, because I remember the first little, even from school, I'll tell you about music at school.
Yes.
School now.
What age we talking about?
We're talking about from, say, 13, 14.
All right.
Them age there.
Okay.
You know,
good, yes.
Used to go to Charney Boys School in LUTON, you know, and me and the other black youth, them, everybody just congregate, you know. And basically, when it come to dinner time, me have a friend named Daxford Nanton. I remember we are walk somewhere one time and we see one little player, one little record player that's just a deck and mid-range treble and bass. You understand? We see that shop cheap, yeah?
Yes.
So we buy this little thing and bring a school, and when it comes to break time now, a dance hall, a dance time, you get me?
Yes.
So basically, we used to, by the way, Charlie was a boys' school, but dinner time, the girls them come over, and so we in the odds we play with music and things,
and balance out things,
and so with that's where the music come in, and you know, even before me start work, me have buy a record, you understand, and when me did work, the first thing me do is buy a stereo.
Because even when you're talking about, even them time, because I know you spent time working with, is that Vauxhall again?
Before that.
Before that too.
Before
because
that.
even that era, tell me about that experience, because I know you used to work, you're a man who used to work and take your money, go buy a record.
Yes,
you see what I say? Not true, because I remember, because even as I remember, you're my personal brother.
Yes,
my
your brother.
You see what I say?
Yes.
You know, because it's interesting when somebody tells a story from a different angle, but tell me a little bit about your experience with Lord Top of the King, because it's interesting what you see from your angle.
Yes, well, your brother, he was younger, you know, and he's younger than us still, just a bit younger than us. And Lord Tapa, Falcon, this is going on before, because before Falcon, you know, me used to have another little song that we put together when the place up there, 15 Dunstable Road, was going on.
Okay, which name did that go by?
We used to call ourselves after Uri first sound, Soul Attorney.
Okay, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we did name Soul Attorney for a while, you know.
Yes, that they ring a bell king, yes. That's true.
Myself, Rebel Stussy and John Clark.
So that was before what? Falcon
Before
song?
Falcon.
Okay.
Falcon was still going on.
Okay.
But I wasn't playing Falcon.
Right.
We built up our own little thing. We went to a builder and get some little amps built.
So the first song you involved in them was this song then? Soul
Attorney.
Soul
yes.
Attorney.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You know,
yes.
And we played a couple places. You know, even Beach Hill. We played Beach Hill, and we was playing in the same 15 Dunstable Road when the first time 15 Dunstable Road opened with Ray I and them on there.
Sure. And because I always have a recollection of observing the man them time they used to spend them hard earning money per record, you know. Was Peckins the shop you used to love go?
We back in the days, moving on from Soul Attorney, working at Vauxhall, now involved in Falcon Sound, working at Vauxhall I used to work nights mainly, you know.
Yeah, man.
Every Friday morning.
Yes.
Every week, I go to London. Record shop. We are not just one record shop. We are on down record shop. You get me from Labrook.
Tell me about some of them record shop. Which ones do you remember? Because I know more than one.
The Dub Vendor.
Yeah, Dub Vendor.
One of my favorite record shop used to be in Dalston Lane, M&D Records. Yes, you know. We went all over the place. Them one next to the record. Most of these record shops
was nice journeys.
It was brilliant, you know, because basically we was me myself. I always hunt down for new things, you know. As a music man, I can't stay upon something too long. We have to find the next new thing, and we have to find things that nobody else not fine yet, you know, and throughout the years, I'm known for that. I can go back, even now I can go back and do all heap of things, different style of reggae music, but I am a person that I always want what's next, what's new, you know, and yes, every Friday morning, week in, week out, jump on the bus, jump on the train, and and stretch my legs right across London, and you know, sometimes I come back with 2 bucks, you know, depends on sometimes I come back with 1, sometimes I come back with 10, you know, but whatever it was, money was always spending. Back to the thing when you say about what did your family think?
Yes.
Why? Where I do? Where you think you do?
Yes.
Yeah, waste your time. Yeah, you got me. You get that. You get that because everybody wants you to, you know, be
other aspirations
else.
for you.
Yes.
You become a doctor or a lawyer.
Yes.
Or an engineer, electronic engineer.
A good job. You know?
Yes.
A good job.
I tell the folks to locked in www.sfdc.com. My name is Sir KUSH, and it's currently told to my guest this evening, original trainer, yes, elder and legend, both the place, LUTON, Bedfordshire, United Kingdom, beaming out to the world, yes, to honor memorable moment every time. You know, so at what stage now, what was that crossroad where you moved from Dessa to become known to be with Falcon Sound? What year we talking about this, sir?
Falcon Sound. I would say late 70s, early 80s, because my brother was actually playing the sound.
Yeah.
Because Falcon rise up from about 75, 76. My brother was playing the sound, actually playing and DJing at the same time.
Yes.
When all the tune them come, before I joined the sound, when he used to bring the tune them down, come to the house, the dub plate them and everything.
Yes.
Me used to hear them, and me used to, you know, me was just music minded anyway. So everything he brought to the house, all the new tune them, me I hear them, me and him I play them, you know. So I get into Falcon now. One time, me just cut the short story short. He was sick. And we had to play Moambasa.
Yes, from Battersea.
Mombasa. We had to play Mombasa in Bristol, and him couldn't make it. So them said, only you know the tune. You know? So that's how I get to play Falcon Sound.
And that was like, what was it like? Was it a competition, that particular show, King?
That show was something that we put on because we had loads of connections, and that's a show that we I can't remember if we put it on or the promoters from Bristol put it on, but yes, we play Mombasa, and I was playing the sound at the time, which I can say from now, we didn't mash up Mombasa.
What? Seriously?
Barris will tell you that too.
Yes, man, tell you. So even though, and even talking about mash up, competition-wise, when was the first time, therefore, Falcon entered into a competition then?
Every dance was a competition, basically.
All right.
You know, because
I mean, like a competition.
everything's a rival.
When you walk with a trophy,
a cup.
Yeah.
A cup. We never really enter only a cup competition. We'll enter one cup competition.
Okay.
And that's for the upcoming sound in England.
All right.
And that I'm to in London at a brilliant venue back in the day called Club Narek. You know.
Yes.
Fat Man put on the show the time. Was King Tubby's. Quite a can't remember the rest of the sound then, but there's about 4 sound.
So a lot of your experience in Firebar with this, you know what I mean, as the sound, as most of your experience therefore what kind of confined to England, or have you gone out?
Playing wise,
yeah.
Yes, England, tour all over England.
Fox, we are the King.
Empress Jazara said, much needed, our story, history, give thanks. So she's listening. You know,
Honorable Empress Jazara and the family, one perfect love every time we give thanks. Give thanks for the higher consciousness, for the higher vibration, because people don't know there are 2 different radio stations. We don't deal with isms, we deal with love and unity. So we give thanks for the Empress, them who don't feel no way of acknowledge the vibration which transcend isms and folly. Give thanks, because the youth them need a better future. If it's not our youth, some of our grand youth, they need a better future. They need to see some better example. They need to see the elders them come together and a dialogue and a spread more love for balance all the negative energy in the ecology. So we give thanks for the power of our sisters. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, big up the Empress.
Yes, Judge Trainer. Because so even today, what would be your most memorable moment with Falcon Sound?
There's quite a few, one of them basically was
that come to mind.
That come to mind straight out, and he will tell you too. Coxon will tell you too. Black Dread will tell you too.
What?
61 Club one Easter.
What?
We went we just get a brand new selection.
We had to do Dread.
and the same couple of days before or the day before. The same time, jogging. Remember the tune Freddie McGregor, jogging?
Oh yes, jogging.
Yeah,
yes.
Pick up that tune there, and some more bad tune about them
serious,
time there.
Fitness, Gideon, yes.
Jogging, smoke weed, them tune there, and yes, we did get some brand new selection, some Barry Brown and thing,
Yes.
And we had Coxon in 61 Club.
Yes.
And that night, Coxon yield to us, Blacker yield to us. Everything we put on the turntable tonight, the dread them just come on over and see, thinking, and if you look, see a dub plate.
Yes.
And see real.
Yeah, you know, player.
Barry Brown, and yeah, that was big up Mad Africa. Soon listen to you later.
Yes, Mad Africa, royal greetings every time. Yes, also the original Cherry Seed and only the crew and the family. Lenny T and the family, etc. You don't know it go already. Just blessed love every time.
Yes, Kush. Yes, 61.
Yes, 61 man. Sir Coxon.
That was a big highlight at the time, And there's all of them. There's Coxon. Because Falcon is a sound that play with everybody.
Yes.
Right? Nobody else can say that back in the day. We played Coxon, we played Fat Man, Saxon. Our next thing with Saxon, we played Saxon about 3 times seriously, and Saxon couldn't do nothing. and our Muscle will tell you so. We'll lick up Coxon big time in one place called Pink Elephant down at Luton.
I want to Lady Coxon. I'm going to talk with Lady Coxon.
Lady Coxon will tell you what we do to him, and Lady Coxon even write about an interview that he did. He mentioned Falcon about our orange box that we used to have at the time, and we was pushing transistor. We was one, we never used valve. We never come with valve. Valve was just before, but Coxon used to use valve and thing, but we used to use transmitter. And Coxon even write, or we was impressed with the sound from Luton with the orange box, and the way the sound that they have to change to
transistor. Yes. From valve to try a serious something. Because even yourself as a son, because I know over the years, folk also know, early 60s, there's so much artists them and dubs and the item drop. But what would you say is your first dub you ever purchased, you ever won? What was that first dub?
To be honest, our first dub probably dub. Well, we'll get something straight. Were you talking about dub or special? Dub plate, because basically back in those days it was dub plate. Now dub plate is this. Dub plate is a track or tracks of artists or whatever that came on the tape. It wasn't released yet, It wasn't released to the normal public. There was no radio station that play reggae music 24/7 or nothing. So we were the radio station. We as soundman had to go to where the master tape come in England, whether if it's another soundman or a producer or whatever, and get copies of these music, and we play them as dub plate. We might be playing them for dub plate for 6 months, and then them release. You understand? The people them understand, or some of them never release. You understand?
Yes, King.
But saying all of that,
because Falcon is known to play enough dub plate.
Falcon, a pure dub plate. Well, not pure, because it's very important. Dub plate, as I said, we were just the messengers. We was the radio for the
but that artists. Is the orthodox approach. That is the original orthodox approach, because with the sound is like the medium.
That's it. We were that. Yes.
You know what I mean? And that should even know the same thing with the radio station. We're supposed to be the medium, because usually in the same thing with the artist them also. The artist them also is the medium, because at the end of the day, it's really about the message. You see me say?
Yes.
And the sound is like the messenger.
Yes.
The media, the radio is like the messenger. We are like the messenger, but really it's not about we and about full ego.
No.
It's about the music and the message.
Boosting those artists.
Yes, and the artists them.
And boosting the music and the all.
Yes, serious King man. So dub plate wise. From your own concept, you know what I mean? What was the first dub plate, you know what I mean?
That me all in my hand.
Yeah. That plate, because you remember them time when man used to love come like that with them suitcase, brethren?
Yes.
Dub plate and them suitcase, brethren?
Yes, indeed.
Hey, facts, man. Coxon and Shaka, when we as you used to watch all them, you know what I mean, sufferer, come in with them and them.
And that's another, that with, you asked me earlier about sound. That's one sound you can't forget about. Sufferer.
Bedroom, know you and Sufferer and
Pebbles
from
Monday,
You and Fat Man, that's the only connection.
Connection. We, them Monday, they was carrying and doing what they were doing in London. Falcon was responsible for this side of England, up to north.
Trainer, I want to ask you one question. You see, it's good that we do things like this in a circle. Because in all the conversation then when me having a Luton about sound, how comes we don't hear nobody attack these things about Falcon? You don't think Falcon never exists?
They won't. They will only talk about the little time they spend in the music and their little hype. You understand? And there was no other sound in a Luton that lasts as long as Falcon, that do as much as Falcon, all the other little sound, them just come for a little while, the little hype, and that was it.
Because I know you're saying that in America, no other sound who do, and this, and I need to get clarified what kind of tense we're talking about. Is Falcon Sound still in existence?
We still have the speaker box them, and we still have the amplifier them.
Yes.
You know, them park up, but we never, you know, lot of sound who came about, them don't have that. They only have the name or a little memory. But basically, Falcon, it was the longest running sound playing, and I'm still there.
Yes.
Blade's still there.
Yes, for true. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And would still be in here. What can you tell us about the other kind of recognitions and achievements that you've received to date? Because I know there were some ceremonies a couple of years where also Falcon was acknowledged for, I don't know what categories, but what can you tell us about other acknowledgement and other achievements that Falcon have received to date?
Yeah, enough respect to the people who put on one and two little ceremonies or that acknowledge us as being a sound system that do things in LUTON, you know, but basically that's their own little bracket. Falcon was a bigger thing. Falcon is the biggest thing that come around in LUTON, right? Before, no, not talk, the truth. Falcon is the biggest thing that happened as a music entity in LUTON. We give enough respect to a sound named Ital Earthquake because we come and meet them, man.
Yes,
I give enough respect to Capital T because we come and meet them, man. You understand?
Gemini.
Gemini was a little sound that came and had this little time, and that was it.
Yes. I want to know your view and your sentiments about Gemini. That's it there. A little sound one them little time, and that was it. So hear my view and see what something. Because I say, out of all your experience, have you ever played with Gemini though, folk? Has Falcon and Gemini ever played by the wheel?
Yes. We play with Gemini. Was no contest. It was never ever a contest.
Where? Which venue was that, King?
We played Gemini 61. We played with Gemini 61 maybe 2 times. You see, when the little sound them come, Gemini and whosoever there was, you know, as I said, they had a little crew, you know, they had a little spell, and that was it. You understand? Me not tell no lie, right? Yes or no? Because Falcon, before I even reached Falcon, the build of Falcon was Cherry Seed.
These are the original members.
Original. Cherry Seed, yes. Tony Newville, Errol Freighter, you know, Gappa G, you know, yes, Gappa, you know, all them on there. Tony, after, you know, things happen in a life, and Tony spread off and go build Gemini.
Okay.
Tony Newville.
See.
With Philip Rose and Ray Ray.
All right, well,
and, you know, and Lawrence, you know.
Yeah.
But going back to the sound system like that, all these, if you want to say Gemini would do anything, you know, as I said, they was here for a little time, and that was it.
So in all your experiences so far to date, and Falcon, is there been a sound that has given Falcon a little rough time?
To be honest, no, because we all are. Nobody can sell Falcon, get dropped by this or get beat up by that or get injured by that. We always carry our own and have a firm stand.
Yes,
because you see the music, me born for that. You know, me not big up myself and Ray, because I can say it no. You know what I mean? Because me always just cool. You know?
Anybody who knows trainer man knows the trainer bar for the music back. Oh, you mean, man? Yeah, that is indisputable. That's what I say. May I tell the trainer?
Lot of other little songs.
So what is the dream then, King Man? Because you don't know, so you're bound for them. When we're talking about there for your dream and your mission, what are we talking about?
I've been doing that. You know, I've been doing it. My mission is hopefully more life, you know, that I can keep doing what I'm doing. Me never get rich in what I'm doing, because me come from Yasso and people don't appreciate you in your own town. You have to go abroad, which I never go to travel. So, you know, we just have that naturality about even the sound system and thing. But Falcon, as I said, no sound that we play and we play all the sounds them that add any name or any stability.
So when the question is, what kind of a sound is Falcon sound?
Falcon, can I say Falcon was a sound that was just the in thing, whatever throughout the years we move with the times.
Does that mean you were a strictly reggae sound therefore genre, right? Or did you mix the genres?
We was a reggae sound who played what had to be played at the time. We played our soul music and thing, you know, back in the day. You know, you had to play soul music. We had to entertain, you know. It was an entertainment sound. We also was a sound that always set the trend. Just imagine, you know, we talk about me going to London every week, go buy a record.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
So if me have to pick up myself and take my big money and go to London every week, go buy a record, so that means that my record box is up to date every week. So I could tell you loads of experiences I've had with the normal record, it's 45, that we used to play with different sounds. And people used to come and think, say, where get them through when they're from? And it's 45, you could buy them in shop, but you have to seek for these music.
Trainer,
yes, sir.
DJ Flavor said to us, what about Love Light sound?
Love Light sound was another little sound that came up, but Love Light was more in the R&B, the soul thing, you know. And they couldn't go nowhere else. They couldn't come on the reggae. They played them reggae, you know. But as I said, there was a little party sound. They play the soul thing, and they carry the soul thing strong.
Yeah. As far as I concerned, that is the kind of reputation I know about Love Light sound too. Nonetheless, all right, you know, Honorable Trinity also, we are saying religion and I'm elder for this evening. You can hear the history. It's a message coming from a man who there come through many decades. It's a message, so we give thanks for the health, the strength, the wisdom. It's all about accessibility. It's a message, soon I want to run X amount of selection, at least half hour undisturbed music selection before we come and conclude the evening. But before we touch up this, I just want to come with one or few more questions. Just looking upon what drives Trainer, what gets him up every day. Are you a religious kind of person? What it motivates you, Fireball?
Yeah, man, I think we're God-fearing people, you know. we love God, and, you know, through Rasta, that was a big step in our life, learning about Rasta.
As a bridge, you know, do you align yourself to any kind of political or to any religious kind of persuasion or to any kind of, you know, do you define yourself in because people some call themselves Bobo, some call themselves Christian, some call themselves Seventh-day Adventists, some call themselves a spiritual person. How do you define yourself without people defining you?
I would define myself as just strictly roots.
Yes.
You know?
A roots
man, a Rasta man.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, you see myself. You hear the word from him, word, soul, and power. You see myself. People love to tell people who them is and what them is. You hear the man testimony. I thought, yes, you see myself. Right there, you know, folks, because I'm more up on top of the plane. You know, even I want to. You see myself, because, you know, I want, you know, we have the train at the ocean, and I want him going for the next half hour, no disturbance, and go and entertain and educate the people them so they can feel the spirit and the vibration. You see myself. www.sfdcradio.com. This is Honorable, yes, yours truly, Russell KUSH. It says we have trained at the house, our legend, yes, and elder for this evening, yes. We say big it up, go to one of the family, whole time, fantastic SILVERFOX, yes, and the whole of the SFDC family will keep the fire burning, yes. Masterful trainer, the platform is your Fireball, run it.
Well, Brother KUSH, big up SILVERFOX, big up all the SFDC listeners. Just like to add a little point before we play the music. See, Falcon, we're talking about back in the day, for our sound system with one turntable. That's how we started off. So that means we play the A side of a tune and turn it over, and the DJ them entertain. DJ upon the version, you know, passing mic from hand to hand, you know. And incidentally, all the other DJs as who chat learn their craft at Falcon. Each and every one of them learn their craft at Falcon. Did you hear that? Each and every little DJ that came up learned their craft at Falcon. Well, Brother Kush, I didn't prepare nothing too tough, but I'm just going to play you some different styles. I'm going to start off with some earlier styles of Falcon, how the music changed throughout the years. I'm going to try and do that still. Go back some time. You're going to hear some music from King Tubby's. That's one of the premier recording studio back in the day in Jamaica. I'm going to try to give some Channel 1, another premier recording studio, Channel 1, Maxfield Avenue, Jamaica. Some of these artists, you might heard of them, some you might never heard of them. Another thing is, to the upcoming DJs, them are DJs who just start DJ for the last 10 years or so. On a joke, when I want to learn the history, because I just came in and I heard some different argument about certain people, who people are this. And them are this the man because the man they get educated with the music and know about artists and things. Those are the who don't know nothing about artists. Who just know about what who hear on cassette. And who don't go and find out about the artists them and things. This the artist went by the name of Ja Rubel, Gideon Ja Rubel, the thing called Judgment Time. And them style that we started off with.
Judgment time. Judgment time. Where are they going to hide? They run to the rock to hide. They run to the hills to hide. They go up in space to hide. They go to the depths of the sea. Where are they going to hide? Judgment time. Judgment time. Famine is on the land. Let's stick to the plan. Tell the people the truth. They will learn the rule. Remember what Marcos say. Up we mighty race. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Where are they going to hide? Judgment time. Judgment time.
These are just little styles at the time that we brought forward to the LUTON, because basically we were dealing with the LUTON.
Run to the rock.
What my London, not my London. We could only talk about what my LUTON.
Is to hide. They go up in space to hide. They go to the depths of the sea.
Okay, we're there 2015, yeah? These are the 70s style. Remember, say Falcon, they're both from the 70s.
Love Rasta, love Rasta, love Rasta, love Rasta. The youth them are young lion. The youth them seek for Zion. The youth them seek your face. The youth them seek your countenance. Love Rasta, love Rasta, love Rasta, love Rasta. Rasta seek for humanity. Rasta no independency. Rasta is self-reliant. That's why they call him Lion. Dream come from Zion. They call him Lion. Love Rasta.
What a generation.
SFDC.com. I'm much of the world.
Love Rasta, love Rasta, love Rasta, love Rasta. The youth them are young lion. The youth them seek for Zion. The youth them seek Jah face. The youth them seek Jah countenance.
That was 2 tracks there from an artist went by the name of Gideon Jarubel. That was Love Rasta. And if you notice, that was kind of the Channel One kind of style there from Jarubel. Another artist we used to play, and we used to have the original dub plates to these that we used to play.
Oh, I'm right on.
This is Dr. Almantido. First played the dub plates them in England.
Right on. Ooh, on. Find that loving feeling. Oh, that loving feeling. Yes, that moving feeling. You know that moving feeling. And right on, right on. Right on, right on, right on.
SFDC RADIO.com. Hey, them for know what time is it tonight? Say me there in the Caribbean, me have to listen. Outside of the Caribbean, me still have to listen to the radio station there. SFDC. I saw the thing said.
You see, Brother Kush, if he was to play these tunes nowadays to a normal so-called dance crowd, they'll boo you.
What a thing, what a thing, what a thing, King Selassie, what a thing.
We just a touch them, you know, Brother Kush. We just a touch them. This is once again Dr. Almantido selection. We used to play these on dub plates before they got released.
Check what the ones say, I check what they do. Because what you do, that's how you get through. They used to tell I all manner of things about Selassie I. Now I am a man who hears Selassie I.
Still with Dr. Almantido selection. And back in those days, we used to play artist selection, 2-3 tracks at a time.
Mama, 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 you know I thank you for teaching I through to right. I have seen many of my brethren pass through day by day because they don't listen to what old folks say. If it were not for you, I could not have passed through all these tribulations I am facing today. Yeah, mama, my mama, I love you.
SFDC RADIO.com.
Mama,
Mash up the world.
my mama, I love you. Oh, you teach me how to love and not fight. You teach I how to love and unite. You teach I how to set the captive free. You teach
People them only loot, you know. So we know trainer, you know. Foundation setter, you know.
me love mama. I love you. Mama. I love you.
This is one of my favorite tracks relating to Mama. Not gonna be biased, but you see this artist, we used to have enough dub plate for this artist, Junior Del Diego. I'm gonna big him up as well. Sound for this tuner, Sir Coxon.
A storm is coming, and we can't never know. A storm is raving, and we can't don't know. We never have no place to go, yeah. Know what I'm saying, and I know what I'm doing. I'm preaching it to you. Like the days of Noah, when he built the wall. Yes, he never had no place to go, yeah. Preaching it to you. A judgment is coming. Children of Israel, this is a time.
There are there were quite a few studios in Jamaica, but when you get a dub plate from Blackheart,
Are we not the sons of slaves?
Mr. Lee Perry, this is Junior Del Diego coming out of Blackheart Studio, Sons of Slaves.
Are we not the children that run away from plantations? Yes, we are we not the children of Israel? They took us away from Africa land, got us down there in Babylon. Now we are like a roaring lion, Jahai, Jahai. Yeah. Are we not the sons of slaves?
And Brother Kush, back in the days, nobody never used to stand up in a dance when them thing are going.
Yes, go on, trainer. Historical moments are true, my brethren.
Get no freedom, tell me now.
And another thing is, if you listen to the lyrical contents of all these tunes, pure consciousness.
Took us away.
And the consciousness, like trainer confirmed, has always been the foundation and the groundation of dancehall.
Rocking whip, Jahai, Jahai. Yeah. Are we not the sons of slaves? Yes, we are.
still with Junior Del Diego selection. We used to call him Jukes. No longer with us, R.I.P. Jukes.
Taking over the city. Taking over. Some are grab and flee. With no sympathy.
SFDC RADIO.com. I've much of the world.
As far as I can see, the cops can't control them. They just can't control them. They've got to send for the army. They've got to send for the army. Robbery taking over the city. Robbery taking over.
This era in sound system was a great era, trust me. Junior Del Diego, these tracks, the new sound was changing, the different instrument and the studio them things was happening around these times when Junior Del Diego recorded those tracks. After the arm robbery, Brother KUSH, if you get catch, we are going up. After the arm robbery, if you get catch, you end up on a 4th Augustus.
Oh, 4th Augustus, you're gone. Respect Mikey, family LPOJ, whole time every time. Yeah man, good inspiration and good initiative that. Whole time white magic sound. Yeah man, we are looking for them confirmation and you don't know it going with it. Set the standard, show how it should be done. Go on Mikey. Meanwhile, our living guest for this evening, the original trainer.
I'm not going to stay too long on these, but you see Junior Del Diego, that was one artist, a great artist. And when Junior Del Diego was around, he had so many hits and so many big tunes that ruled the dancehall. Sounds like this.
Yeah, the children are crying. Crying for hunger now. Row, Mr. Fisherman, row. Yeah, row, Mr. Fisherman, row. Row your boat now. Row, Mr. Fisherman, row. I said we row.
Yeah, man, at the Martinez Records, I'm not tell about it. I'm representing for Sir KUSH Genesis, you know the biz. Real general and musical wisdom, I'm not tell about it, the Nubian Beat Show. Just to ride flow on SFDCRadio.com. I'm not tell about it, man. Diggy diggy ding dong ding dong ding. At the Martinez Records, I'm from what to the bunch, man.
And die for
Some big tracks there from Joe. I could go on and on with this artist. I'm going to play you two more. Another track after the fisherman, them couldn't get no fish. It was famine.
I see when you can get a famine at you.
You got a heart on. I should leave you alone.
My apologies, Fireball. I mean that and I you this. This is the famine.
Come together, yeah. People. Tell you I no guess, I guess. Tell you I no guess, I guess.
I want to big up all the people in Luton Town who is listening at the present, who remember these days.
Famine, yes Lord, famine. Ah, you see the signs of the time. Ah, you see the signs of the time. Tell you I no guess, I guess. Tell you I no guess, I guess. Tell you I no guess, I guess. For me.
SFDC RADIO.com. A much of the world.
Love can be a country, little thing.
When we concentrate on the ladies, we switch it and we go like this.
Ah, we? That's how you do it. Train under the house.
When you're in love, please settle down, girl. Don't run the town. Just like a merry-go-round and around. Just like a merry-go-round and around. Just like the clock that goes round and around. Just like a river that raves the town. When you're in love, please settle down, girl. Don't run the town. Like a merry-go-round and around. Just like a merry-go-round and around. Too many girls will get you confused. Too many girls will get you confused. Too many angels will break your heart. Too many sugar will get you from sweet. When you're in love, please settle down, girl. Don't roam the town. Just like a merry-go-round and around. Just like a merry-go-round and around. Just like a clock that goes round and around. Just like a merry-go-round and around. Just like a river that raves the town. Too many girls will get you confused. Too many angels will break your heart. Too many sugar will get you too sweet. Too many women will get you confused. I know you love this candy, the sweet, sweet, sweet candy. I know you love this candy, the sweet, sweet, sweet candy. My tender kiss.
Want to big up all the prince and princesses. Got it locked, right here, right now. That was a couple tracks there from the late great Junior Del Diego that Falcon used to play religiously, week in, week out, back in the day. Another group that we used to play, another song we used to play big time out of King Tubby's studio was a group went by the name of The Symbols. And all these tracks you're hearing, they were all big tracks at the time, you know. Listen to this one.
Them time you have some original skankers time, you know. Watch it.
Motherless children of a hard time. Oh, get to see. Motherless children of a hard time. That's why we are running wild. No one to make no decision. And we are up against separation.
Stop it. Stop it. Calm down.
No, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jah is the ruler, and Jah must stays predominate. Jah is the ruler, and Jah must stays predominate. Some people say they don't know the ways of Jah, but I say Jah is the mighty ruler. Another man say he's the kings of kings, but to a Rasta man, Jah is everything. So Jah is the ruler, and Jah must stays predominate. Jah is the ruler, and Jah must stays predominate. There won't be no stumbling in your way, 'cause Jah will take good care of you. It's been a long time, Jah is guiding his people. You know, time has come, Jah is right there with you. So Jah is the ruler.
This is the artist. When he came to England, he did a couple shows, and we also was involved in St. Albans. This is Jawush.
What?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Now passed away in the ancestral realms. What? Jawush.
I played your track just before this one by the Symbols. I got another track here by the Symbols that we to be honest, Kush, you see reggae music, it was a learning ground because the lyrical contents, because you know we never have no radio playing these tracks, or you know when it comes to the blackness or the black history, you know, whether it's coming to the liberty and everything, we never we used to learn of records. You understand?
That is crucial that people understand it in the kingdom. Our teacher was the music for true in the kingdom.
We used to learn of records.
Music was our teacher.
It was, and it still is.
It's amazing,
to a point.
And they make because when you see a man spend the whole line wages, go buy a record. Something serious stuff you go on, you know.
You remember, like the Americans used the black movies to illustrate their ins and out, Ray.
Yes.
The reggae music, the records was fitting.
Yeah, man. For social commentary and
everything.
Highlighting what was going on, documenting history and everything. A true man, a true.
With reggae music, we talk about the love, we talk about the struggle, we even talk about the human race.
Yes, a true. Run it.
Misunderstanding, that's what mashing on human race. We were taken from Africa.
I
don't know. That one the run out. That one the run out quick. But yeah, all these songs we used to play big time on Falcon music. Artists is we play every artist. It's not just we didn't just stick on certain artists. We played every artist. Every artist gave their own contribution. Another artist that gave his contribution also that we used to play regular on Falcon music was this artist.
Come on, let me tell you.
Still in King Tubby studio.
Come on, let me tell you, baby, where this love I've cared for you. that deep inside of me. I really love you, baby. I really need you, girl. Come and squeeze me now forever. Come and squeeze me now forever, darling. This love inside of me, it's burning over you. And baby, don't you know that it's true? Baby, you should understand.
That was Leroy Smart. We got play quite a few Leroy Smart. Another thing with Falcon was when we play music, we make sure we mention the artist names. You understand? It's very important. And when I said something earlier on as well, when we back in the day when we used to play sound system, we used to play selection. So you'd get maybe 3, 4, 5 Leroy Smart, one after the other. You know, then you get some Al Campbell. That's how it's just the traditional sound of playing, the traditional way of playing sound system, going back from the great sounds back in Jamaica like Jalov, Stereograph, etc., etc. You know, that is how we queued up ourselves and we take after and carry that message right across, right here in Luton. There was many groups, you know, and one of the greatest groups of all times when it comes to reggae music was a group. Well, I'm saying one of them. There was quite a few of them. Yes, one of them was the Meditations.
Out of fire, that.
I don't want no more friend, no. I don't want no more friend. I tell you, man, if you're hungry and I have it, you can get it. But I don't want no more friend, no.
That's when you know them style of nice up dancehall. Dancehall nice, not true.
SFDC RADIO.com. Mash up the world. Mash up the world. Mash up the world. Mash up the world.
They always know everything about your life, and they are the ones who always try to win your life. Yeah, I don't want no more friend, no. I don't want no more friend. I tell you.
You notice how the music changed, different style, everything just get relaxed. We're going more in the 80s now. Yeah, we just leave the 70s.
You don't know it got true, you know. It seems like that's a remedy for now again. Watch on the table turn. And them elders are gladiating like meditations. And we have to do some research because we show them man they still living legends also. Meditations.
I was very privileged to take in the meditations in England. I've been very privileged to take in most of my great artists. Right. There's some that unfortunately I didn't get to see like personally. Who? I didn't get to see Bob Marley personally. Likewise. I see Peter Tosh, I see Bunny Wheeler. Yes. You know, but Bob Marley, I'll tell you a story. Bob Marley wasn't itching. And me, myself, Rebel Stussy, John Clark, and a youth named Steve Clouden, we was open to go. And a ride came up. We managed to get a ride, but the ride could only hold so much person, and I was left out of the ride. So I missed Bob Marley in itching, you know, that time there.
Serious.
But you see, even in the reggae music, growing up with the reggae music and playing sound system, we never really think about Bob Marley, you know. There were so many other artists that was doing it at the time for us, you know. Bob Marley was just there, you know, as
amongst many.
Many.
Dennis Brown,
Freddie
McGregor.
I can go. If really, we can go on film hours and hours and hours when it comes to the reggae music on my side of things. You understand? Okay, meditations.
Many kings.
Many kings.
Yes.
There was many kings, yes, indeed. My favorite, and we also work with him later on, Gregory Isaac passed away, one of the greatest artists ever, alongside Dennis Brown. You don't get me? Enough people talk about Gregory in some different ways, but me know was one of the greatest reggae artists of all time.
Without a doubt. Yes, without a doubt. I respect you, Honorable Gregory. So I say, Tribe of Judah, Honorable Rastaman, same way. Don't know in foundation. Watch the foundation and the groundation when it concerns Gregory. Don't disrespect that.
I'm going to play your anthem. Anthem from Falcon Music. Big up all the Falcon listeners, all the Falcon fans. That no no can't mention no too much. We used to we put LUTON on the map. Another. This is what do I call it? Anthem.
Everyone rejoicing now, and everyone is having fun. But Dreddy ain't having none, because you know what next to come. Ooh, what about the cabin to rebuild? It's gonna take a lot of energy. It's gonna take a lot of sweat. And if you think it's jokes, think a bit. I don't say you must fret to death now.
For your slice of presenting for SilverFoxDanceClub.com, SFDC Radio. Watch it now. So here, light it up, blaze it, promote it. Utter.
It has been 400 years since we have been building this cabin. When we gonna get some rest? When we gonna get some rest? Oh Lord, everyone rejoicing now, and everyone is having fun. But Dreddy ain't having none, 'cause he know what next to come. Ooh, what about the cabin to rebuild? It's gonna take a lot of energy. It's gonna take a lot of sweat. And if you think it's jokes, think about. I don't say you must fret to death.
Yes, indeed. There goes the meditation with a track entitled Carpenter Rebuild. One of the anthems from Falcon, week in, week out, from the release of this date, from that track we used to play it. And the girls loved that. We used to play what the girls love.
Yes.
We used to play what the girls, and I knew, you know what, as a selector, I know what the girls would like.
Yes, man. Yes,
you know, it's just a thing that I know what the girls would like. So when I'm nice up the man them and I play some steppers and them thing there, I always know when to drop something.
Yes.
balance the
out
thing.
You hear the word balance, you know.
A great artist came by our way, even came to Luton. And you know something? Quite a few reggae artists passed through this little town here. Quite a few. One of them was the late, great Hugh Mandel.
And a great smoke arose out of it.
Brother Kush, we're going to touch like a Prince Janis, Noel King.
I tell you, living legend for this evening, original trainer at the house. SFDC RADIO.com. Welcome to live Luton Town, Bedfordshire, England, beaming out to the world. Watch it.
Wicked blooded to be branded, but there's no time to repent, 'cause it will be judgment. Yeah. Jah open the bottomless pit, and a great smoke arose out of it. Jah open the bottomless pit. Yeah. A great smoke arose out of it.
These were some songs we used to play and dub play before months, probably sometime years before they released to the public.
King Alpha's lightning will be striking.
Yeah, man, remember the moments when human used to come and look now down Berry Park through down.
And Vatican City will.
Okay, Brother Kush, as I say, we can go on for hours or so, but may I cut down the time? But I cut them short. Another.
Right, give me one more tune. I want to talk with you after this tune. Yeah.
After this tune, yeah? All right. The late great, if I say grandilated.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, man.
All right. This was an anthem. We used to play this tune and dub play it long time before its release. I'm more on big up Fat Man Sound, big up Ribs, because when the tape come in, the master tape from Jamaica, man like Fat Man used to have them.
When you hear man talk about man have master tape, you say, what?
When the master tape come in, Kush, it's only certain people would have them.
True.
And we get this from Ribs, from the master tape.
Boy. Yeah, man.
Give the people love. Give the people love. Yeah. Give the people what they want. They want justice. Whoa. Give the people what they want. They want freedom. Yes. Give the people what they want. They want love inside.
Boy, you got some decades now. We are back in the journey. www.sfdc.com. My name is Sir KUSH Genesis. We got Trainer live in the house representing Falcon Sound, historical moments, tribute to the living legend, living elder, Trainer in the house.
Lord, you've been trying your mockery, trying from the first generation. You spread the germ of sinfulness.
We have to display some discipline and manners, respect for one another, love for one another, so the youth them can see and have hope for a better future and know how to deal with one another. Children live what they see. Let me set a better example. Look at the isms.
So here we say, give the people what they want justice. Oh, oh, oh. Give the people what they want love inside. Oh, won't you give them now, give them now, give them now. I want you give them. Now, Lord, you feel the fighting. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, man, trainer, take me into ancient times. No, you got some ancient times, them take me enough. We show us how deep the culture going up, how deep the foundation going up. Man, gone in the antiquity. The man coming like a time traveler.
And you know something, brother Kush? We stick with the times.
Always focus, not take him eyes off of the prize. They don't know it go foundation there.
Give the people what they want justice. Oh, well. Give the people what they want love.
I and as the people must unite together and get strong. Training at the house.
They want freedom. Oh, well.
Give the people what they want. They want freedom and they want to see more unity. Not true, not true, not true.
But of course.
Give them now. Won't you give them now?
Give the people what they want. I true trainer. Give them what they want.
Give them the love that they need. Oh, well. Give the people what they want. They want justice.
Tell them, man, rough. Yes, man, tribute to elders them in the house. Yes, man. Foundation led because you know, the whole objective is about kind of having some kind of parameters in place, some kind of moral foundation in place, so when the youth then can grow up, they can kind of see some examples to help guide them and give them confidence for the future. And sometimes maybe it's not even your youth them again, maybe it's your grandchildren them. Seeing maybe it's the legacy for them we're going to have a concern about. So when they want to look for some guidance and when they want to look for some strength and then tapping at the history and take a look at the history, they can see great wonders and great inspiration. History is a people's only guide. You see, when a youth born and a youth want to know itself and a grandchild or you want to know it looking at history, for its history is the only guide. If you take away history, you take away a child's only guide. No wonder the child is therefore lost. So we have to be mindful the kind of history we record and document. The events of today is the history for tomorrow. And I must take control of our destiny and with history and make sure we shape our life good and put ourselves and put Mama Africa back in her rightful place. Even when it seems as if our destination and life seems to be heading towards destruction, with faith you can change the direction and turn the negative into a positive. So history is very important. We give thanks for the history this evening that we're hearing, because I remember saying every time we're there, I would say it's about education, information, stimulation. So at the end of the day, you the people can emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Because bondage cannot free bondage. You have to go free yourself first. Relevant knowledge, relevant education, and then free others. And in doing that upon the journey, we need the accessibility to elders, to brethren, and to sisterins. If you, the people out there, know the locally there's elders, make them come forward, send me a text, make we know about we elders them. Don't watch them sit down there in silence and don't acknowledge them while them still there breathe breath. This is the platform they are for. seeing, communicate with we, make we know what's going on, make we acknowledge with elders and with bridging and with sisters, regardless of differences of views, differences of point. Every other nation and look about them interests. Make we not take we eyes off of the prize. Seeing and argue about pettiness and foolishness, like idiot, like school child. His Majesty say, instead of you there bickering about foolishness, you're better off picking up a shovel and tilling the earth. See, some man would have preferred to stand up out there and talk about foolishness. Yeah, you know why? Because you want to get away from the real work. Go pick up the shovel and go till the earth and go plant some seed. So that the youth, them and the generation, your grandparents, them can have some food for eat after in generations to come. Even if you can't eat from, even if you can't benefit from them, the seeds there, go plant some seeds so your youth, them and your grand youth, them can benefit from. See, don't make us fool ourselves but insult our own intelligence. Let us be able to be self-critical so we can move forward and progress. And that's why we give thanks that through that they are also receiving your love and unity, because you don't know, say, LUTON with there. And LUTON have a little small mind and some little bad-minded isms, because two different radio stations. Bridging represent LUR, LUTON Urban Radio, and I know that SFDC Radio. You see me I say? African stations, them Jamaican stations, them is the foundation, the groundation. So we don't know, say, it's the work will go on same way. You know, so we give thanks that we can come together and, you know, and move on, because some serious things are going on the Gideon time where we have to focus on. Right now, as we move on, because we're still going to touch with more selection of Falcon, and before we even move on to that, because like I said, to be in fear, you know, so there's a whole leap. Even if I go up until 12 o'clock, you could never ever cover the depth. But I man want the Virgin share with I more the history with Falcon Sound. You know, and we're going to move from this because the Virgin still not only the Falcon Sound, the Virgin of achievements in many of those know him as the management and managing LUR Radio in a LUTON town for last over 15, 16, 17,
18 years plus, my brother.
Years plus. You see me, I say, so we definitely want to acknowledge some of that history there, so you see me, I say, within the time space allocated, because I know the Virgin have a busy schedule this evening also, and I don't want to hold up him time, but we give thanks for him time and him presence. I'm not too sure, like I said, because of the time allocated. Falcon Sound, is there any things planned for the song for the future king? Or the future looks sound wise before we even talk about the radio? Well, you know, and as we come off the sound tracks in there, so the sound is there, still available for bookings, I take it.
To be honest, KUSH, the sound is there, as I said, in the garage. Yeah, but we're still there. We can play music anytime, anywhere, anytime, you know. What I've learned is, just like how you say, you know, hear nobody talk about Falcon when they came and come on the mainstream and radio and everything. Everybody have them little time. Some of them have them little year or the 2 year, and the biggest thing you can hear them talk about is what they might do for that 2 year there. We was year to year. You understand me? Falcon always did it. Falcon, as I said, started from the early 70s. And Falcon kind of, we did take a little time out because we did have some bucks and stuff, and we take a little time out to rebuild. You understand? We rebuild like late 90s. We take a little time out and make who are go on with what them are go on with it, you know. So we take a little time out and then we rebuild, and we come back with some bass bins and ray, and then we come back on the circuit again.
So all the bass, who build the bass bins in Falcon? Because even when we observe the way sound box them used to build them, because you know some people used to assume say you just get some wood and just build some speaker box and boom boom. A man have to be particular know about wood. Some man have some heavy wood. And some of them heavy bags. All 4 or 5 man carry a box. See them time 4 or 5 man carry a box.
Yeah,
they tell you, King.
Yeah, we didn't start off heavy, but it get lighter along the way. We can big up Charles. Charles now run Jamrock.
Okay. Well, Charles used to build a box, them?
Charles used to build box, yeah. Charles actually build with bass bins, them.
Yes.
And so the little sound have a little time, and they go on with them go on with in them little time.
So them time the charge was a big one. How much 18-inch in one box?
One 18-inch and one bass
Them
gain.
time
There. You know, and them 18-inch there, you could have anything from 200 watts up to 300, 400 watts.
Yes.
You know, them time there. No,
Was there
you're
a
talking
particular
about thousands.
And the thing about them, because I know, with enough sound system, because even my brother, remember when he used to build laptop, I know, there's always seems to be a particular make of an 18-inch he used to go for. Was that with the eye trainer?
Scoop bins.
Okay. And was there a particular shop you always used to go for that?
Well, for the box, as I said, Charles built them, and there were shops in London that you can go and get them built, or individuals that you can go and get them built. You know, building box basically was just good pan woodworking.
Yes.
You get me?
Yes.
That build box.
The difference was known, like I said, was the weight and the heaviness of the wood.
Yes.
Because some people are known.
They used to use thick ply. Yeah. Some used to use chipboard.
Thank you. Yes, man.
Yeah.
I'm carrying some of them bags saying no fire by hey, I know that.
Yes, and but you used to get some great sounds out of those.
True. Some fullness.
Fullness, yes, indeed.
You know, I mean, time I'm moving, I try screaming so much, and I want to move from this because there's more. We know we can go on, and I want to touch on some more music before we even seal out. But just to get a brief touch on the many aspects of training, so myself out, because like I said, we're acknowledging things that the man involved in for them time, them musically, and spreading the training and spreading the word and spreading the love in all different kind of ways, and you know, people all over the world are tuning to him at the same time from Luton Town. You know, tell us about the time now when it comes to that moment now when you decided to know that you want to embark upon radio. What was that defining moment? What was going on there in your life?
Well, to be honest, we in the sound system and thing, as I said, it's very hard. It started to get hard maintaining a sound system. Right. Because what's happening now, certain venues wasn't available anymore. You can't bring your sound, go to certain venues. Everybody have them little in-house disco.
Turntable and yes, disco, yes.
You know, thing. So basically, Iguana and we start have picnic and Ray and getting, you know, can't bother lift box no more. You know, certain things, you know, just normal life struggle and life, you know, way of life and thing. But anyway, sound system, as I say, people move on, but basically the love for the music, and about 1994, 95 or so, I get involved in radio.
So getting involved in radio, who was someone like your foundation, like especially with LUR, which people well know?
Before LUR, basically...
You was involved in radio?
It's radio I involved in. Before I only have this name, LUR, Luton Urban Radio. We came up with that name about 2000, 2001,
okay.
2002. Before that, we was a Flavor FM.
Yes. See what's something that you know.
Flavor FM from 1995. Me, myself, and a brother from London named Steve Knight.
Yes.
We built Flavor FM.
Yes.
And
that's right.
With that name, I also spent a time in jail. 1999.
I don't know
how much for Flavor FM.
Okay, I don't know how much of that you can tell about it. With a nice video, look a bit. You know what I mean? Look a bit about that. Tell me what you can tell.
It was scary.
It was scary, Bridget. What a thing when we hear about that in a Luton Town, you know. Man, here's a trainer gone. And you know, people already, them love controversy already, and them love boom story already. A trainer come off, you can live and tell the story. Tell me about some of that story, the king.
Well, basically.
And this is some of the tribulation where man will go through for the sake of music, you know.
Music.
For the sake of pushing reggae music and the community spirit. For the sake of, you know what I mean, trying to address the community and try and bring the community together in the community spirit and using music as a means for unity and harmony. You see what I say? And sometimes even with all the good intentions. You see what I say? unforeseen circumstances can still arise. Tell about them unforeseen circumstances, King.
Those circumstances, they happened 98, 99. Basically, as you know, we don't have no license, and to get license a big thing, big money and everything. So we just have to ride with the times, what everybody else do. So basically, LUTON was a dead place in them time there, to be honest. We needed some output for the music at the time, and pirate radio was hot at the time. So basically, we embarked on the situation of building a pirate radio station. Myself and Mr. Steve Knight. That first time I meet upon this man with Spirit Just Tech.
Yes.
And so we go ahead with it, Flavor FM, and we run for a couple years good, from 95 till about 99, 98, 99. With that now, basically, we had a station that played everything. Musical dramas. We was in the R&B. We were playing the jungle music. We played the gospel.
Right,
with different DJs playing everything. So we had a community radio station. Yeah, pirate, but whatever.
Yes.
But yes, we used to go on, and it was very good.
Well, some call it pirate, but we don't know it was a community station.
It was a community station.
Yes,
some call it pirate.
Yes.
One call it pirate and no advertise with we. Go on. Go away.
And it's quite interesting again because for them it's from initiatives like that. This is the experience for the BBC, for many other.
Yes, because what happened with Flavor FM was we had presenters that other media was listening to us and was interested in us, and they eventually approaches some of the DJs on the station, and they went with the BBC. So you see, not just Falcon have been involved with, that people from Falcon went on to do bigger things. The radio station, people from the radio station was acknowledged by a different media and take them on board. You understand?
Yes, man.
And that went on, as I said, Flavor
yes,
was...
Folks, because I myself was one of those also, within my many experience, I've done experience on Flavor FM and LUR, and was part of that project.
Yes, indeed.
Was Blackerton... Or is that a Blackerton or Patrick Markland? I don't know which one.
Their organization.
Yeah, initiated a proposal for the BBC. Yes, and like I said, and it's because we had to prove ourselves by being on stations like LUR and the Flavor to show us that we wasn't a bunch of hooligans. We were professionals addressing community issues, community values, and community concerns with consistency.
Exactly.
You know, and because of that, at least 9 of us was subsequently given contracts with BBC. I finished my contract, came to an end 2013. That was a 7-year contract.
Exactly.
With an outstanding written report from BBC. You see me, I say, and that is without I compromising. Many people assume that we will compromise. You know, I've documented all my shows from BBC, and you know, when you listen to the programs, and we're going to talk about, like I said, we're going to do my living tribute next week, Wednesday, should I say. And we'll talk about my experience amongst other things. 15 years in total, 8 years with the man Zeke, and 7 years independently as a journalist and broadcaster with the 3 counties. So yeah, you know, I would say, you know, some of the exposure before that come from also Area FM. Ronald Lamont, who was a big up Ronald Lamont from Area FM UK. Like we said, also Flavor, because I know many of them in Luton know me from Flavor. You see me as, if not LUR Radio, you see, you know, so our trainers, the one we don't know, so we go 30 days, and that's why we say we have to acknowledge the man, because we don't know, say, when you put everything into perspective, there's a bigger picture at all time, and we must never forget the bigger picture and the bigger creation, and them who will cook the rice and peas, and who will cook the food, or make the drink. When you look at what's going on and their various accomplishments, there's a whole heap of people to acknowledge. There's a whole heap of people and things to give thanks for.
There's a big picture, Kush, that if people ever know the picture, you know, they'll be amazed because Flavor FM, LUR, they used to come out of my front room.
Yes, all that too. All that, you see me. I not joke because the man there, I say come like the man have a private life. The whole in private life gone. Man don't come here when the man them gone, the man left to clean up him yard and
yes,
yeah man, the man make a lot of sacrifices.
They come out of my front room and going back to Flavor FM, as I said, I actually came into confrontation with the law for the first time ever in my life. I never have no trouble with police and the law, you know.
But the circumstances surrounding that though was for a particular reason, which made it because obviously people knew that LUR was on, even in DTI, then people know what's going on.
They know what's going on.
There was a particular reason why them did have to intercept people.
There was no particular reason. Them said there was a reason.
All right.
And the reason that they said was that we were interfering with the airplane them.
Yes.
Yeah. But that I joke that because Flavor was going on for a long time, and if you interfere with the airplane man, them all them have to do is turn the dial and come off of the frequency. Right. You understand? Okay. But that was their reason. The reason is what used to happen back in the day. We can talk it now still.
Yes.
We used to record shows. Like we used to record like 8 hour. We used to about 6 o'clock till midnight, and we used to record all those shows like the day before or on the day early out, and we used to play them on one video cassette.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to record them on videotape.
Yes.
Yeah, for the audio side of thing, and we used to have one place up by near I-Town there, you know, and we used to have a transmitter. I will plug in the video cassette into the transmitter and just play the show with them. Wow. You understand?
Yes.
Now, how we used to play the show with them is, say like we start record from 5 o'clock or whatever the DJ, from 5 o'clock in the evening, yeah? Every DJ have a 2 hour spot. So after this DJ record his show at say 4 till 5, another DJ coming at 5 o'clock till 5 till 7, so forth.
Yes.
So you have that 8 hour on the one video cassette.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So we used to go up there. I used to go there now and push in the video cassette at 6 o'clock. You understand? So that means that all the show them on there. So it sound like everything live.
Yes.
Because you don't know everything. It's so like everything live.
Okay.
And we used to get knocked by the DTI regular. But they never used to catch nobody.
Yeah, okay.
Because a videotape and transmit at them again. And I think they were just pissed off with that still. Yes. So they had to wait for one. They did a special thing that they wait for me one time.
Yeah, man, you're too clever. You're going too clever. This one they were getting my.
You get me. That's it, Mike. Yes, because when they actually running for me the day, me go pushing the tape. It like so we laugh about 5-10 minutes. So you finally got you now.
Catch your incarcerate your brethren.
Yes.
For how long?
I think we get a 4-month sentence.
But you have to do like 4 months.
No, me do half, but the half they coming like 4 years.
Oh God!
Remember, the first time ever in my life, me couldn't do what I want to do.
Yes.
For 2 months.
But King man, but even that is it. But again, that must show you, say, boys, how valuable certain amount of freedom is now.
Yes, indeed, it does.
King,
it does.
To have the freedom and get up and just walk the street with your freely.
I tell you. Because I don't know them man they were going with crime every day. And how them do it because they are living in fear and them just love jail. But anyway, going back to that sentence there, me give thanks and everything because when that sentence lick me, all me can think about is my mother.
Bless, yes, okay.
Me say, boy, my mother I go say.
Yeah, yes.
You get me?
Yeah, man.
But give thanks.
Yeah.
My mother was alright for it. You know why my mother was alright? Me never rob nobody, me never kill nobody. Me going to jail for music.
Yes. That interesting that you know how much money you go to jail for music. In fact, actually coming like the first me a year for tell you to look on the equation now. WW look on the time around him and me I tell him you're lucky me to A1 station and I want pop in a few more questions before I get a few more selection out of a special legend this evening amongst other things that you don't know. So, the train of the house folks, and it's always an honor and a pleasure. So I say, Falcon Sound Selector, some of the vibration, LUR presenter and objective. LUR Kingman, because we know you tell us about some of the foundation and that is obviously some of the current work. But would you say that is where your full-time energy is there now?
Yes, at the moment. We changed the concept, and after I finished jail sentence and thing, I did start run things for another radio station.
Okay, which one now?
What them name again? Mr. Fix It did I live in a LUTON now? And did have one radio station.
Winston Francis or People Station?
No, Mr. Fix It. It was living in LUTON. I can't remember. What the station name again? I can't remember. Right. We only carry on for maybe a year and a half or so still, Yes. I made I run that station there for Mr. Fix It. And after that, I say, boom. You mentioned a name earlier on, Fergie.
Yes.
Ronald.
Yes.
Ronald did get involved with LUR.
Yes.
In the early out before he did his own thing in LUTON.
Him and Steve Knight was
exactly.
Yes.
So we run with that for like a while, and then it was LUTON Urban Radio, and yes, it is my full-time thing at the present moment. Again, we're still community radio station, but also because of the internet.
Because we know a lot of it's a long time you're going and the struggle and everything. Because tell us about some of the hurdles you have to get over, Kingman. Because people have good intentions and art in your endeavors. How do you sustain yourself? What about funding? As a station, as a social enterprise, do you get help with anything?
We don't get help with nothing, KUSH. We don't get everything is out of my pocket. You get me? From them time there.
Because we have so much African Caribbean organizations about the place, and the whole of we kind of benefit. When they check it out, everybody, when they check it out locally, for a long time.
Yes.
It's the one station we step on the frequency and anything we know so we did it is LUR.
Yes.
You see what I say?
Yes.
And
because I was prepared to take the risk.
Yeah, but evidently the evidence showed that and the eye works and the whole experience, as you just talked about the incarceration experience also.
After the incarceration, I still was prepared to take the risk. Yes.
You see what I say? So it's interesting to find, what kind of support, are you getting, are you not getting?
We not get no support, KUSH. We have only political so-called community organization, and everybody come on the station and use the station for their own benefit. But we do, want to be legal, but none of them out there can't help with. Or if they can't help with, they no bother. You understand? And me not lock nobody or whatever, but if I saw it go, I saw it go. You understand?
Yes,
but we have been putting out people's messages all over the globe.
I tell you, your phone there rings up. You want to get that king or you want
SILVERFOX, hold on.
Yeah, man, and we're searching and I say. You notice me put the sir there.
Yes.
Yeah. He has been putting out a lot of things, and when the station was here, right here where we are right now, because at one stage the station was here, all the different community, these so-called community groups, they used to pop in. To get them stuff read out. So I know exactly where trainer say. You understand? And a lot of them just talk. But when it come down to it, them not really do nothing, Yeah, welcome back, trainer.
Thank you, SILVERFOX. Yes, but in everything, me not knock nobody, because you see when you have a title over you and they say, or then call we pirate. it frighten off enough people. They'll come to you and they'll do what they'll need to do with you, but they're not going to spend nothing with you to make yourself put you up the ladder. You understand? They'll use it for their own. You know? Me not care about that still. Me not even watch that. All me care about is the liberty and the long life of what we're trying to do.
Well, yeah, because it's a legacy you want to leave behind. You see me say, because it's not about, like I say, you personally, but you say, because, like I say, it could be your youth or no doubt your grand youth them. Because, you know what I mean, them have a right to yes or two. And there must be something, you know what I mean, as a stage with all the hard work you want to achieve, and there must be a legacy you want to leave. You see me say? You know, because some people have an ego, they want to be massaged, and they want an ego that needs massaging. But we know from the you know what I mean, we know Trina from LUTON is roots and culture and the people and the community and concern. It's a matter of enlightenment.
Yes, it's all about the community. You know, we take risks for the community, or maybe it's an ego within itself, you know, to be taking these risks or to be pursuing our desire, basically, and which our desire is in the music to keep the music going. I said before, I don't stay in one place, you know, in a time frame. We move with the times.
Yeah, man, yes. Expand the mind, expand your consciousness.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, it's imperative. You're locked in www.sfdcradio.com. Honorable, yes, Russell Cushion is in the talk. Yes, my honorable brethren, yes. You don't know, say, yes, it's search and also officially, you don't know, say, because we don't wait for people to acknowledge and give respect as elders. We don't know who is with elders, who do what and who not do what, and you hear it, historical moments. Right, yes, so, yes, it's all about more unity and more strength. Every time, as we come up to the time of close up, there's a message, but I want some more selection from training before, but before that, send some greetings, King Man. Big up, we have to go big up and send some greetings at this moment in time, because I don't know it go.
Yes, in this time, of course, I'd like to big up first, foremost, my brother, Blade, you know, because when it comes to, you see the DJ thing and the sound thing, you know, you see Blade, we can say no, even though we're about nothing, you know, bothered, because you see Blade could have been the biggest thing in England if he wanted to.
That's right.
As DJ,
yes,
you had man like Tipper Irie come up, you had man like Papa Levi, all these brothers from in a London area come up and make it. Blade was better than all of them on there when it comes to the naturality of sound system, chatting and sound system. I'd like to big up Cherry One Seed.
Cherry One Seed, go on, brethren.
Falcon was basically come from Theme Yard.
Yes.
Actually, the Dunstable. Yes. We have to big up man like Errol Freighter, technical, the engineer.
Engineer, yes, man.
You know, big up man like Eric Vaughan. You know, the man that used to be like, we manager.
Wow.
You know. Big up man like Lawrence. Lawrence used to be around the sound.
Lawrence Palmer, yes.
Before him switch.
To Gemini. Before you switch, Lawrence. You get switch and switch. Yeah, switch and Lawrence.
No, Lawrence cool still. You know, as I said, time progression, things get move on. You get me? So things happen, of course. You know, him switch and I'm having a good time and that's it. But we still keep going.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yes,
big up, when we say Cherry, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, big up all the Falcon family.
Houston, innit?
Rebel Stussy. You see that little youth there?
Yes.
Rebel Stussy. He was from St. Kitts. But you see, St. Kitts Rebel come from, yes.
I tell you now, one serious Rebel that you know. When the two stream at it and pick up microphone, you know.
I tell you, lyrical. Lyrics.
I tell you know.
Lyrics.
A man who love his microphone, you know.
I tell you, so big up Rebel Stussy.
Yes,
and big up all the Falcon. Everybody who's ever involved in Falcon music out of Luton Town, England. Big up all the forests, all the ladies. You see, Falcon was the people sound. Falcon was Luton sound. Some that you can identify with Luton.
But Bridget, the item used to bring some live artists at Luton too.
We bring enough live artists before anybody else. Earl 16, we bring Gregory, we bring Gregory Isaac, we bring enough people. Peter Metro, when
What about
Peter,
Michael Prophet?
Michael Prophet, we played with Michael Prophet. When Peter Metro was DJ of the year, Peter Metro come on tour with Falcon in England. Yeah, go all about the place with Peter Metro. We play with enough Jamaican artists. Representing. You understand?
No, but I have to ask this question again. When me hear the history of sound system in LUTON, even from Lawrence Palmer, because I have to call him name, Zane, me not hear Falcon in the history, and yet you have so much to say about Falcon Sound. Me not telling no lie. Yeah, cause me sit down right here, so me and listen, and these things coming like a shock to me, because I thought that LUTON just run on Sovereign and Gemini.
I don't want to get shoot in the morning, but me have to I'll tell the truth. Yeah?
My God.
I'll tell the truth. And my brother said, be careful, because enough people won't like the truth.
No, man, the truth have to be spoken, man.
Those little sounds just came about for a little time, and that was it. Sovereign was a little sound that came about, and that was it. You understand? Okay, Sovereign pack up a long time ago. Scully still bring the name with him, whatever I'm going with. Lawrence and Gemini was about for a little time, and they did what they did for the little time. What they did, great. They all learned their trade from Falcon, and Falcon is still going on. They're not going to mention Falcon because they'll only remember the little time that
you
they
know
was
something,
in
Sir Kush? I think we're going to have to bring the Falcon crew and the straight to the point program on a Sunday. That's a program where we get straight to the point and we just start.
No, but if everybody talk the truth, if people talk the truth, Brother Fox and Brother Kush, if people talk the truth, people only know about the Falcon sound. Falcon said they predominate. We predominate. Other people. Listen. No. They'll tell you the truth. If they want to, if they're truthful. Right? None of them. We play with all them little sound there. When they came. Everybody had the chance at the time, you know. Everybody have this time. Dennis Brown have him time. No, they don't. No, but true. True. Yes, King. I don't lie, me. I tell. Everybody had a little time.
But they may disagree with that.
They might, because there was in the little hype at the time that they come out. They look 2 years or 3 years or whatever, then come out. You understand? No disrespect, you know, but everybody had a little time. But even with the little time that they had, the DJs, which they come on Falcon to learn their trade. They come to Falcon because, probably me I big up myself, however, there hasn't been no other selector in LUTON. And me used to carry LUTON. You understand? No other body sound can say them have a great selector. Who are they? What's the name?
In a year, yes or no. If we ever get straight to the pipe on this, we ever get straight to the pipe, because you the testimony of the trainer, you know.
You know what? You know what enough people get mixed up with things about? You see when the thing called special come out? You see when the thing called, when the sound them start play the thing called special?
Yes.
That name, that's special.
Yes.
That's mean you get an artist to sing about your song. Yeah?
Yes.
And they call it special.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What used to happen then? Falcon, we had special, but we never predominate tonight. We play dub plate. We play tune that artists make and want to release as their tune. That's what we specialize in. Special was just a little thing on the side, just big up your sound. That's all it is. Special are rubbish, to be honest.
Like an ego trip.
An ego trip. Yes. You know, even worse than that.
Well, okay.
As long as you have the big money, if you dash way, if you spend, if it's whatever, you know, or splice or get it. But as I say, the special thing, even now, even being on radio, however, no one go take up my £100 or £200, but me buy special. Me prefer if a man a go give me a tune that will say, boy, this now go release for the next 2 years, and a special and a dub plate, and we can play it anytime, any year in, year out. Me pay the £100 fee, however.
Yes.
But the special just for your little sound system or your little crew or people who say, okay, Earl 16 or Shabba Ranks or sing about do a special. Yeah, you pay a money for it. But that's the only thing the little sound system don't know them nowadays about this. You can't play a special, you can't do a joke, a rubbish, a reggae music radio now do special.
Tough. We have say Empress Jazara say boom, she straight to the point. Yeah, she love her share here, she love her hear this vibe, they get straight to the point. Because she don't know if everybody have a different story because we did have Master Lawrence Palmer on the show already and he come black a sound. The semester now we are here our next sound. The semester everybody forget them learning them schooling from Falcon Sound, when they come into selecting. I wonder if Brother Sovereign Scully agree with that. The semester when the Scully say
you can disagree because you see as I say, everybody have them little time. You understand? And Sovereign, if Sovereign was big, Sovereign never do Falcon nothing yet. Falcon do something to Sovereign every time we play them.
Oh gosh.
And Scully, we tell it, not even Scully never in a sound. Robbie and them you that you have to talk to.
Right, okay.
You understand? And even Robbie. Me never hear Robbie DJ as good as when he come on Falcon come DJ.
Right, okay. Historical Moments, www.sfdcradio.com. Yes, the Wednesday Forum program, Living Elders, Living Tree Vibration. I tell you, you're listening and you're hearing it right there. So it's a message all about, the training of the house. It's a message acknowledging achievements, acknowledgements. Time I roll out fast, permit to queer, but look on the time. All right, I want you to come in with a few more selection before we seal up. Give it about 10 more minutes before we seal up. It's a message as in the phone and rinse up and so we say, yes, so it go alive with the Luton Town, Bedfordshire, the Kingdom member says Sunday program. We're going to continue with the straight to the point. Yes, with the, like we said, the Jamaican Association with the David Radigan being nominated as the non-British, the situation concerning the nomination for the Jamaican Reggae Awards in Jamaica. Yes, and so we're going to continue with our, see if we can catch up with the association. And then we got a few more people naturally who would like to also express their sentiments on that matter. Straight to the point, Sunday, 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Log on upon that one. So, meanwhile, we're there. Yes, Living Elder, Living Tribute. Yes, the original trainer, Luton Town, we're there. Yes, push music for the next 10 minutes also. Virgin, the platform is no yours. Touch up with some more music for the next 10 minutes also before we do some final seal up and for your last closing comments.
Brother KUSH, give respect to SilverFox, SFDC Radio. It's been a pleasure still. You see what we just do the little interview here, it's just a little touch of the true history.
Yes.
And to be honest, if we was even to go more truthfully, enough people would a call in the station, and because as I say, within life, everybody have their own idea of their high life.
Yes.
High times in a situation. So even if it's a little 1 month thing, if you was doing something for a month, that might, if that was the highlight of your lifetime in a situation, you're gonna remember that and think that was the best time of your. But may I look to tell you about the bigger picture.
Yes.
And there's a whole heap more story to tell about the bigger picture.
And we're going to definitely catch up with the show. Trust me, we're going to bind up and tighten up more and more unity and more harmony because we want them story there. Watch out for more information right here. So I'll straight to the point. We're definitely going to catch up more because I say, look at what we need in a Luton is like a council of elders. It's a message, folks. It's a message, and there's a platform when you have the panelists that is the elders them. So it's a word for history because if we don't document with history and get the history correct, we're going to document it. It's a message where we don't want is fabricated history, but we come amongst ourselves and sort out certain fundamental history, which is very important history. It's a message in the long term, it's very important history. It's a message amongst ourselves so we can find out we have documented ourselves. It's a message setting up systems so that you know how to pass it on to the next generations. It's a message, and that is what it's all about getting it. But first, we have to get the history correct. Yeah, man. Honorable trainer, the platform is yours, King man.
Blessed KUSH. One of the greatest reggae artists in England, going back to the Falcon thing, mention us in one of his tracks, Falcon Sound. I don't know if you know the track Maccabedo, naming all the so-called sound system that deserve a mention in England. If you go check out that track there, Falcon from Luton. No other sound get mentioned. Another Falcon from Luton. Mentioned in another track there.
What?
You know, so basically, as I'm saying, to be honest, when I big up all the Luton people, because of my community, I don't know where I go to London, where I go to Birmingham. We play sound from Birmingham, we play sound from Manchester. We've been all around England playing reggae music, bigging up Luton Town. You see music? I like playing new music, and as I say, each and every week, there's always something new to get. I do a reggae show on LUR, that's www.lurlive.co.uk.
Which days is that, because I'm about to come to that after, but before we round
I do a show the Thursday night, that basically I always dwell in new music, and I do a show on a Saturday night with Shatta. One of my brethren them as a young selector, I let him play the music on a Saturday night, and I basically introduce the tracks and so forth. I also do lots of fill-ins and stuff on the station, but as I say, I just love playing new music, you know. But when it comes to old music, I kill anything.
So, because you used to have a spot where you touch upon the revival too.
Yes.
So now you have two spots now where
I just put pure new music.
New music,
You see, the revival thing is always there, and everybody can play revival music because that's something in the past. But not everybody can play them properly.
Me go for saying that because you see me say when you look into how trainer draw a selection and when trainer draw roots. Nobody pan LUR can draw selection, so you see me say the road selection. We say big up Cherry, we not be disrespecting the church because you go and go still you know, but you say when you see trainer drop, it's a different league. Total, and anybody know that. And that's why people say when them here trying to go into the new music and the dance, and they say, wait, we're trying to go on with. We're trying to say you have to hear that, you know.
But brother Kush, I saw me stay from day one. Me have to get new music. Me have to play them.
But you have to do two of them came because you didn't have the Wednesday show. It's not Wednesday, it's not stylist, so that concept is a one dangerous concept. Me not see nobody who can touch that. Me don't know if you remember the concept you drop on the Wednesday show.
Me understand, and me know it to myself, and it's good to hear you say that, you know. But you know, it's not.
I'm listen to the dancehall show, you know. Me listen to the two of them, you know.
And me ask you this question: how me sound for the dance, the new thing them?
The new thing them is alright because I can see that you're in tune with the generations, which is relevant. So I can see the concept and the spirit behind your intention, which is a good intention. You see, as I say, yeah, that is good. You see, we have to keep up and it's getting the balance because you have to have a way of connecting with the youth.
Yes, of course.
And same time have to see because we are of the past, the present, and the future. So you have 3 dimensions, and there's only few we left.
Can do these
things. We come from a particular era.
Exactly. We came from the era.
The era when we did think say better was coming, and we think that we can just relax because better than we are come. We was it. This was it.
So we still there have to teach the young one then.
And because of that, we have to therefore deal with the past, the present, and the future.
Bless
we have to balance all 3. Honorable training at the house. The platform is your fire. Run some tune pan way.
All right, let me put it there. Musical man called Mighty Rudo.
Special dedicated to all the people who live in the house, like a water house to me. Yo, ain't no house, I am home, like a firehouse. Can't you see? I said I ain't no house, yo, like a water house to me. Yo, ain't no house, no way. You make me feel oh
so free. I've been living here from I was a child. Like most ghetto kids, I grew up wild. Playing in the streets. Nothing to protect my feet. I give a little trouble here and there. My mama taught me how to share. I had bad friends who taught me wrong.
Oh, you mean SFDC Radio UK locking down the vibes?
An happy song, that's why I'm saying ain't no house like a water house to me. Yo, ain't no house, no way. You make me feel oh so free. Mr. Vincent, I can't pay the rent. Mr. Vincent, I can't pay the rent. Oh, no. I said I wake up this morning and I don't have a cent. And the landlord him, oh Lord, him I can't pay the rent. Oh, yeah. And I know him I come with a heart full of violence. You don't know. Time is getting so hard. Mr. Vincent, don't pay the rent. Oh, no. Mr. Vincent, I can't pay the rent. Oh, no. I said I wake up this morning and I don't have a cent.
Steal it, I know. Slang that diddly, I know. Boochiloo, you know me love it for you. Boochiloo. No one can stop me from loving you. No way. Although your father say you should have quit the day, and your mother say I'm the one to
in the Caribbean, I feel listen. Outside of the Caribbean, we still have feel listen to radio station. SFDC, I saw the thing said.
You know me love it for you. Boochiloo. No one can stop me from loving you. No way. I still that I know. Cause if you should have caught up in stormy weather, I protect you and be sheltered. I hold you in my arm where you be so warm until the break of dawn. So boochiloo, you know me love it for you. Boochiloo. No one can stop me from loving you. No way. I said that I know.
SFDC Radio.com. I mash up the world.
Life is a moment in space. When a dream is gone, it's a lonely place. I kiss the morning goodbye, but deep down inside, you will never know why.
It's a your slicer for your slicer presenting for SilverFox DANCECLUB.com. SFDC Radio. Watch it now. Say here, light it up, blaze it, promote it. That's it.
You turned away from the wall. I stumble and fall, and I'll take it all. I am a man in love. I am a man in love, and I will do anything to get you into my world. Yes, and I will do anything.
away when we know we couldn't live without our all. Not even for a day could I be in my right senses to tell one girl I love you, darling, and not tell the other the same. It would bring jealousy and make it really bad for me, because love is a confidential, yes, love.
SFDC Radio UK locking on the words.
Either supernatural, yes, love. Either universal thing. Good days, I wish good days could come again, again. Please, Mr. Walker, I like your daughter.
Well, go on in the house. Weird.
That was a Liza. I'm just a singer in a root rock reggae band.
I'm going to tell you, folks.
Asking for her hand.
8 minutes to go before we come to the midnight. And I say, I forgot to make my brethren just seal off the whole show, you know, because, ooh, he might go and go in the neighborhood like him know him should.
She used to pass my
run selection pan which way now.
I used to lend them my new slate in school. The teacher used to say, she hoped that we go that way.
Michael Jackson single deal, I'm a slice of Michael, I'm not so mean, I'm a so that I get a remix, I'm singing a hero, I'm singing him song, but you tell me why. They could have asked me one more time. If now, rewind, your jacket up for one more time. Rewind, your jacket up for one more time. You're happy and you love me, say rewind. Ask the operator, bring it one more time, I say rewind. Your jacket up for one more time. Happy and you love it, say rewind. You have to operate a jacket one more time, you say rewind. Your jacket up for one more time.
As we're rolling up time, moving fast. And again, trainer wants to say, where can we find you? Where can the people then find you, by the way, Fireball?
At the moment, you can find me on www.lurlive.co.uk. Until I'm planning actually when the weather change, coming up to the summertime, to put on a Falcon reunion.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
so because basically we've been playing for years and years, and we did a reunion a couple of years ago. I remember seeing you there.
Yes, Bridget, I'm glad you mentioned the reunion again, because nice vibration.
So I'm planning hopefully to do one short when the weather changes.
Yes.
We'll sort something out for that.
Watch out for more information on that, folks.
Yes, and I want to big up each and every one once again. Listening to Falcon, big up all the Falcon box boy them. We start off as a did you know I start off as a box boy?
Yes, we're pulling up. I remember Lawrence coming on the show and tell me say start off as a box boy.
Yes.
Our drivers up. Yes.
Yeah, Lawrence was one of the best drivers.
I hear that, Mr. Palmer, one of the best
Palmer.
drivers.
Yes, of course, you know,
a safe driver, I know.
Want to big up all the sound system through the ages in Luton, in the community, keeping the community alive. And once again, big up SilverFox and all the management team here at SFDC Radio.
Yes, yeah.
Big up worldwide all the listeners. And thank you, Brother KUSH, for this interview. We can go on for hours. There's a whole heap of story. But I've just been reminded not to go on too much because people hate me for talking the truth. You know?
Well, the truth gradually will come up sometime. You see, fabricated history and lies are allowed to perpetuate because people who know the truth keep quiet. You see, Mr. King? And because of that, we all end up becoming victims of fabricated history. Not only black people, but the whole world. Because even the whole world get to believe something that is not the truth. You see, Master? So if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So it's very important these times, even though we're concerned about protecting my life. But it's inevitable that the world will going dead sooner or later. So even though we have to work skillfully, but remember, say, stand for something because you're going to pass on anyway. So you don't want to pass on and move on as a coward, as a person with no principle. Have some principle in your life. Stand for something because, like we say, the ultimate struggle has always been about good over evil, not about flesh and blood. We don't back it with spiritual, you know what I mean? We don't back it with flesh and blood, but with more spiritual wickedness and iron lower place. So obviously there's a time for everything in the sun. So obviously you have to know tactically when it's the right time to block certain sound and to defend certain things, because sometimes timing and everything is also involved. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean, people have to remember saying, I mean, hold on to your principles, you know what I mean? Try not to throw away your principles in because of fear of death, because death is the inevitable anyway. Because if it's that you're concerned about, you're going past where anyway, so you might as well pass where defending something good and defending something upful. You see me I say,
Blessed.
You know what I mean, and anything else. So, yeah, give thanks. Honorable trainer.
Yeah, once again, give thanks once again to each and every one. Give thanks to life. Give thanks for prosperity. Want to big up all my family. And, yeah, man, not enough love to mommy because, as I said before, she never feel no way, so I go to jail.
Honor, respect.
Over music. I'm going to play the final track. This track was an anthem with quite a few songs back in the day. I'll leave you with Johnny Osborne. Take care of yourself, each and every one. Thank you very much for having me, and Jah love.
Hey, them for what time is it today? Save me there. In the Caribbean, me have to listen. Outside of the Caribbean, me still have to listen to the radio station there. SFDC. I saw the things said.
Darling, make me do the water pumping. You do the thing, keep you rocking and I see the water pumping. Darling, make me do the water pumping. You take your time, take your time, take your time. No need to hurry. You take it easy, you take it easy, take it easy. No need to worry. If you fall from the race, it's no disgrace.
Well, give thanks trainer for the house. What a historical moment, memorable moment.
Let me do the water pumping, baby. You do the thing, keep it rocking.
www.sfdcradio.com today. I want to say give thanks and praise to everybody for taking time to log on, tune in. Go on, do your thing. Bring back some of them good old days, the good old days where we can reason and bring back the love and the unity. Not true, not true.
The world is changing, but it's only love that a woman have plenty.
Watch out for the vibration. Living legend tribute, the man them have me next panda. Panda like the spotlight, the pan me next. Fantastic, SilverFox. I've got manage me. I've got to show some questions for me. Remember, sir, if you have elders in the community, make we know about them, you know. Remember that life is for learning and learning is for life. Choose the means whereby you can exercise self-control and self-discipline in your life. I'm out of here. Stay in love, stay in harmony. Empress, one perfect love every time. Blessed love. Remember the Monday show. Remember the Sunday show. Remember SFDC Radio 24/7. Go up on the cyber road and do see what's going on. Give thanks and praise.
SFDCRadio.com. And much of the world.